Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Reditus. We're on session 24. Absolutely freaking amazing. They're on session 24. I'm going to do a little recap. We'll jump right into it.
Great.
Last week, the ATLADS had continued a conversation with Jasper that they had met and got some more information about Centaurium and this organization called the Caterva Invagar, how the kind of dynamics of that work throughout the mainland. It seems that Caterva Invagar is kind of a secret organization that's trying to sort of help, and Centaurium is a little bit more of a governing body that kind of trying to tighten their grip of control over the land. As the group headed off, they were decided to go and try and find Sunak's home, the goblin that had stole the bag of holding earlier. They got a little bit of information from Jasper in a rough area that it would be in, and also some information about a sketchy way that he had gotten that particular property a year ago when him and his friend moved into the city. So they headed over west, ran into the two guards that they had come across in the initial tunnels. Please, for the love of God. They were instructed that Jak needs to go and see Carmen as soon as possible. Corey. Carmen as soon as possible.
What is that?
And they headed off as Atlas got some information more about where Sunak's home was. So they tracked down the home. They were going to do a little bit of just recon, but they decided to break in. They found nobody there, but they found, after some delving and searching, 6 what looked like some sort of drake or dragon teeth hidden. And then as everybody kind of exited the house, Atlas stayed behind after using a detect magic spell to detect some magic in a different room. As he moved the bed and looked underneath it, he found a charred corpse that looked goblin in size. So we'll be right back and see what they do next.
Charred? I thought he was.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Atlas forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, the shadows wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire stand and strong. Keys awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty
Hi, the other
Well, we're back.
Wow, that was freaking quick.
All
Hey,
right.
You gotta make that
really
intro
weird.
longer.
So yeah, you gotta do a 5-minute intro.
Yeah.
Time to eat.
Oh, we gotta take Felix out.
We need a season 2.
All right, so guys, last we left it, so Alice, you had just pushed the bed to the side and had seen underneath the charred corpse that you jumped in and kind of pulled this ragged blanket back to see, this goblin-sized charred corpse underneath. Mastos, you were just exiting the house. We're still kind of in the hallway in the next room. Atlas, what do you want to do?
So I see this corpse. I'd like to do a medicine check to see if I can ascertain its stuff.
It's junk.
What specifically are you looking for? Like,
Do I know it's a goblin?
okay. Yeah, go ahead, roll.
I'm asking you, do I know it's a goblin?
Oh, just in shape. Like it's so burnt up. It could be like halfling. It could be. So yeah, roll medicine. Get a little bit more detail.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good night. 25.
25. Awesome.
Hey, hold on. Let me confirm that. Yeah, 25.
Okay. So yeah, as you scan the body head to toe, you can tell that it is goblin in nature. It seems to have been bitten in some places, large bite marks, but definitely the amount of charring there, the death you can figure out was from burning. And you do notice what looks like some sort of metal knife or something sticking out of this goblin's chest.
Okay, I want to look at the knife a little bit closer. Like, does it look like ceremonial at all, or is it just like just a knife?
So it's still kind of stuck in. So you only see the handle. It looks like a wooden handle that is protruding. To see any more, you'd have to pull it out of the body.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Go on.
Okay. So is there any like sort of signs of clothing whatsoever?
No, everything's just being burnt. Like, it's really down to like an inch of muscle tissue has been burnt down. A lot. Some of the places you can see the bones protruding through.
Okay. So no remnants of clothing at all.
No.
Can I check to see if there's any wounds on the feet? Specifically on top of the feet, or one of the feet. Either feet.
Yeah, with your medicine roll, you can tell there's no special indentations or anything that stand out about the damage on the feet.
Okay. All right. Is there all the limbs and everything are intact? Like all the fingers?
It's hard to tell about the fingers. A lot of it are kind of broken down and the bones are kind of crushed a little bit. From what you can tell, it looks like there's one or two kind of like bite marks. There's a little bit of flesh missing, and that's where you can kind of tell where the teeth marks are from. But other than that, there's no sort of major body parts missing, so to speak.
Okay. Where is the most prominent bite mark that like where has the most visual bite mark?
The upper left shoulder area.
Okay. And how big is that bite mark? Would it be the size of like a drake? Would it be like the size of like Reen? Or something bigger?
Roll a survival.
Survival. 17 plus something. Hold on. Survival is 4, so 21.
Nice. So you can tell that the structure of these bite marks are extremely similar to Reen, but the teeth are much larger.
Much larger. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, other than the knife, no other items or anything that's foreign to this body?
Nope. It's just dirt, body, knife in the chest.
And a knife in the chest. Okay. 1 second.
So while you're thinking about that, Mastos, you were heading towards the front door. Did you actually head outside? We left you in the hallway.
No, I haven't headed out yet.
Okay. You wish to do anything?
Do I hear the commotion of him moving the bed? And
100% heard him moving the bed. Yeah, it's like as the legs on the floor.
Gonna walk back to the door, pop my head in, and open the door first. Alice, you okay?
Yes. Yes, Mastos. You should head outside, buddy. I'll be right there.
Mastos faster than you. Why don't you go outside?
I'm under the bed right now, and we're just dealing with something, and I think it's not good.
Out of character. Help, step bro. I'm stuck under the bread.
So the bed is moved. You see the bed has been moved, and you see the top of Atlas's head in a hole. It's about 5 feet kind of long. You just see the kind of the top of his head.
I jump over.
Okay.
You jump over what?
To the hole. Not like not over your head or anything. Jump over to the hole on the side of the hole. Yeah. Find something?
Yeah, it looks like there is a very dead goblin in here with a knife in it. I think we need to get out of here and regroup with the others.
And I'm gonna grab the knife out of the.
Hold on. Mastos agreed. Take evidence. I think we should. And I hold open my bag of holding. I'm like, huh?
The turmoil. While you're thinking about that, outside we have Darius. You were kind of keeping watch outside there, and then Jak and Reen have now exited the door behind.
Reen is not there. She was unsummoned.
Oh, you dismissed. Okay.
Yeah. Jak would make his way out from up top the roof, and then would go to like across the street to another nearby building, perhaps, and try to find something where he can not be seen as well.
Okay. So yeah. So sorry, as a reminder, now that you said that, you exited through the hatch that you initially kind of broke open, and then you put a bar in it to kind of seal it closed.
Yes.
To give that appearance of it closed again. So right now, the building you're on, there's a building to your right and your left, which are kind of like 1 story lower. There is a building opposite you, about the same height, but it's quite a ways over. It's about like 30 feet away from you.
Jak would be willing to go make that trek.
All right. So easy enough. You run over and grapple hook yourself to the top, pull yourself up. Darius, you see him kind of just swing overhead on the top of the building, opposite the one you guys were just in.
Okay.
All right, let's go back
Colin,
in.
can you check your Discord, please?
Sure.
Oh.
So go
sneaky.
inside.
Nothing
Atlas.
to do with the game.
Atlas and Mastos, what are you up to?
I grab the body and put it in.
There you go. Piece at a time. Read
The
my
body?
mind.
The body or the knife?
The body. I grab the whole body.
With the knife still in it.
With the knife, I don't want to
obviously.
take the knife out or take the body out.
All right.
Everything in there.
So roll a strength check.
16. Hold on. Core. 18. 16 plus 2, 18.
Okay. So
Oh, hold on. I got to hold on. One second. Make this a little bit easier. I'm going to where is it? So I can take the like that drape thing, the tattered cape or whatever the cape I have on from. Didn't someone give me a cape?
So
Yeah.
right now you give a kind of ragged cape to Felix, and he gave you the changing one that you can change.
Right. Okay. So I want to take that off.
Okay.
And I want to like transfer the body into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want like basically help like keep it all together. I'm gonna tie it like into like a package if I can. I got some rope.
Okay. So to get this in the bag of holding, you would have to kind of push and almost crush the arms and shoulders upwards. Bag of holding is about a foot and a half wide. So to fit.
Oh,
this
that was 2 feet wide.
Is it 2 feet? Let me look it up. I thought it was a foot and a half.
Even so, it's a goblin size, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is the goblin going to be wider than 2 feet or a foot and a half?
Yeah. Okay, it's 2 feet. Okay, it works.
Okay. Even
So
so,
yeah, you put your cloak out, tie it up in each corner, and with Mastos' help, you kind of like push this body into the bag of holding.
Better not touch my special gems.
Safely. Yes. You don't know what condition it's in inside, but it made it in safely.
okay.
Oh man, am I gonna have like body stew inside my bag? Like I once went to do an airsoft game, like a 6-hour game, and I put a banana in my pouch, tactical banana. And yeah, I really feel like that's gonna happen again. But you know what? That's okay. Mastos zips up, or doesn't zip up, pulls the drawstrings closed, and great. Let's go quick.
Okay, I gotta hop out of the room, and I gotta slide the bed back into place. Try to make it look as if we didn't come in, and I'm gonna get out as fast as I can.
Okay, you pull the bed over easy enough.
Is there anything else in the room that's like, other than the bed? Was there anything else?
There's a desk. Looks like pretty unused. Nothing on it. There's a bookcase with some kind of random books and a dresser, like a stand-up armoire.
Okay, I want to open the armoire real quick. I basically I want to search. I want to look for anything in this room that would give me any idea of who owns this room.
Okay. So as you open the armoire, you just pull it open, right?
Yes, I just pull it open.
Okay. So as you pull it open, there are clothes layered in there. There's shelves and clothes in there. And as you look at it, there's like layers of dust on these clothes.
Okay.
And they're all small items.
Okay. They're all small items, like goblin sized clothing.
Goblin-sized clothing, yes.
Okay. And okay, all right. Okay, and just running over to the desk. Anything in the drawers there? Anything that would like show anything with signatures on it, or yeah, anything like that would give me any indication of the identity of who I'm currently.
The desk has been completely cleaned out. There's no papers or anything on the desk. It looks like it's been cleaned out.
Completely empty.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just the desk and the armoire, right? There was anything else?
There was like a small bookcase on it, some random books.
Okay. And all that's pretty dusty, the books?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's in active use.
Any of the books have anything to do with woodworking or, woodworking?
Yeah, roll investigation.
$14. Wow, I'm doing pretty good today. Hold on. 14 plus, 15.
Okay. Yeah, as you go through, flick through a few, you see some the history of oak. You see a lot of wood-related texts and stories.
Okay, I want to open up one of the books. Okay. Any book that looks like the most used, I want to check the inside cover for any signature, like property of or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, you go along the bottom row, like 3 in. It looks like it's the least dusty. Pull it out, and you get it says the root of all wood, and you open it up, and there's no handwriting or anything in there. It just seems to be regular text.
Okay, I want to check just a couple more. Basically, like I'm opening up first. I'm opening up each like first cover and just looking for any sort of writing.
Yeah. So for the sake of expediency, there's a lot of books on there, and none of them have like a signed signature or gift to or anything like that with the name.
Okay. Sorry, and the most used book was what was it called?
The Root of All Wood.
Okay. Are any pages stuck together?
Do you want to spend 10 minutes to slowly go through them all to make sure you don't accidentally separate any that might have been stuck together?
No, I'll just take the book.
All right, you take the root of all wood.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting out.
All right, so you're heading your way out. Mastos,
Yes.
did you fully exit the abode?
Yes. Yes, I am attempting to fully exit the abode
Okay.
through the front door.
So as you go through the front door, Darius still keeping watch. Darius, you roll a perception check for me.
My shirt's inside out.
It's a natural 2, so even with my modifier, I probably don't see anything. I think
Yeah.
it's like a 3.
All looks pretty clear.
Alright.
Sweet.
Mastos comes out behind you.
Behind me.
There's a red dragon
Behind
in front of you
Darius.
guys. Darius.
Mastos notices.
So Atlas, you're making your way out as well?
Yeah. Let me know when I'm out.
Okay. All right, so Darius, unless you want to do anything specific.
Is everybody out?
Mastos is out. Atlas not yet quite out.
I'll wait once they're out, and then I will follow wherever they're going.
Okay.
Follow me burning
right.
down this house.
So Atlas, you open the door, out, close the door behind you. Now everybody is outside the front of the building. You guys do clearly see Jak up at the top, getting a bird's eye view on the building opposite, about 30 feet away.
Okay.
Everyone, out of sight. Let's get out of sight.
I want to like usher them to the side of the building just so that we're not like right out front.
Okay.
Darius, do you have any ability to erase the memory of someone?
I will take the hood off so he can see me.
Forgot you had it up.
Yeah, I put it at the end of the last session. I put it up
Okay.
before I walked out of the house. So I'll need to know how much time passed between then and now, and hopefully it's not a
You
week.
searched in the back? No, yeah. We'll do about 7 minutes.
Okay. I don't think I do. Just double checking, but no, I don't believe I have modify memory. No, I do not. No, I can't. Why?
Well,
Well, we found some really bad stuff in there, and we need to make sure that kid next door doesn't say that you were here.
He didn't see me.
Nobody knows your name.
How does he know my name?
That is a great question. We can dive into all the nuance that will bring later. Do we have any way of... Do we have to... Anyone have a way of making someone forget something? Okay.
Mastos always drank a lot of wine to help forget things.
He's about 5 years old, Mastos. 5 years old.
So, wine?
I mean, I could.
Yeah, we won't need much. Let's go.
I can try to make him forget, but it won't be permanent.
How long?
About 8 hours, as long as I don't take any damage.
I think that's the best we can do. For now.
Or cast any other spells that require concentration.
Okay, well, let's maybe go with that, and then we have 8 hours to figure out a way to make him permanently forget.
Okay, but just to be clear,
Mm-hmm.
if I cast this on him to make him forget, when it wears off,
Mm-hmm.
he's likely going to go and talk to someone versus someone going and talking to him.
Why do you say that?
If a random adult came up to you and told you to think differently,
He's
Or
5 years old. I think it happens a lot.
what if he's awed by the magic and then wants to go and tell someone? I don't think it's a good idea. I get what you're saying.
So what do we do?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
How did he get my name?
Darius, it's not important right now, okay?
I mean, considering that that's the key thing that's going to tie me to all of this, and I've been invisible this whole time, it's kind of important.
We need to get going.
I just like I just like start walking away.
The dramatic pause.
Also, I actually think I heard you say it.
You
'cause I
did.
was in-
Well, I
yeah,
think you did because you were like, "What?" But maybe
Yeah.
you just.
I just forgot in
I
that.
couldn't
Play
remember if that
play
was
it
like
like
in
that.
character or if that was.
As Jack sees them starting to walk, he'll make his way back down on the ground.
Okay. You guys see Jack kind of flip and out with the grappling hook and lower himself down gently to the ground. Follow behind.
I'm gonna go knock on the next door neighbor's door.
Okay. Second goes by. And you're boom, 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 boom. Chick. Hello, how can I help you? And you see this tall, standing, half orc gentleman has like an apron, brown leather apron on, looking out at you.
Shit.
Can I
Let's
help
help
you
me
with
help us.
something?
Yeah, we're lost. We're looking for what was the inn called?
The dragon flagon.
The Dragon Flagon's down on Core 5. Just keep going down the stairs to the southeast corner.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day. Boom.
And that's how you play off that.
Okay.
Okay, well, great work, everyone. Let's go to the flagon.
Well, I need to go talk to Carmen.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
to both go to the
Mhm.
flagon to
Mhm.
find out about the dead guy. And we also need to go back to Carmen because we said we would like 3 times now.
Yeah, that's been kind of what we were gonna do, and then we said we were gonna stop here first. So I think we should go see Carmen.
Yeah.
Isn't core 1 and 2 where Carmen's at?
Yeah, I think she's in core 1. That's where we saw her before,
She's in
anyways.
core 1.
And
Okay,
isn't
yeah,
it like the rusty bucket or something like that?
we should definitely go to Carmen, but we should
Isn't it the rusty
definitely go
mug?
to the flagon so that someone can see us there, and maybe we pay someone some gold to say that we were there all night.
Fair enough.
We don't have
And-
to stay long.
Hold on. Mastos has an idea. So I'm going to hold on, let me just make sure. Is there a range on it? Up to an hour.
And to give you guys perspective, it's about 9 a.m. You guys, just to give you an idea of what time of day it is.
Can we not do anything at night anymore?
You slept.
We slept at night. Also, I mean, I don't like saying this to you, Atlas, because you tend to repeat it vehemently. But I am a very good liar. So if someone comes to me and asks what I was doing, I can just say I was drinking. Or I was going to talk to Carbon, since that's what we're going to do. And if we go talk to her right now, then my story could line up.
Yes. Quick question about summoning Fey spirits as conjure animals. They look astral, right? They don't look like a normal animal when I summon them.
What exactly were you? I guess it depends on what exactly you're summoning.
I was going to summon just a basic, say, white fox, and have
Okay.
that white fox go with whoever goes to Carmen, and then I can go down as Mastos form to the Dragon Flagon. So technically, I'm in 2 places at once,
Appearance-wise,
appearance-wise. But it says specifically a Fey spirit, so I'm
yeah.
like, eh.
It's fine. We can go with that. You can conjure it in such a way for the purposes of this that less than anybody is going to kind of like really pay attention to it. It'll pass as a regular fox unless somebody really inspects it.
Okay.
The first person we run into.
Oh, what a nice fox. So what's going on here?
Mastos can summon friend, and you guys can take friend to Carmen, and Mastos can go drink at Dragonflagon. I mean, search for clues at Dragonflagon and drink.
Okay, but what is that going to accomplish? They don't
Image.
know you.
Mastos stands out, though.
Yes,
If
but
one sees
but
Mastos, they see
the
Mastos.
problem here is it would appear, and I look at Atlas, that someone decided to use my name as a this is who I am when talking to someone that could pin someone to being in this area. Because, that was a genius idea. So, you being in two places at once means nothing. You turning your familiar to look like me and taking them to Carmen, I will go down to the flagon. It's probably a better idea. And I have a way that I can do this.
Mastos can only make creatures, not people.
Jak interrupts. Maybe this is why you all go to jail.
Oh, great. So Atlas got me sent to jail. Wonderful.
Well, I'm ready to go to Carmen, and I think we should get off this floor. So
Okay. All right. Let's
let's just
Let's-
go to Carmen.
let's
go to
walk and
Carmen.
talk.
Personally, I feel like we were walking and talking. I don't think we just stop in the middle of a street and just debate about
Well, I thought
it.
we were kind of huddled
Wow.
to the side of the.
Yeah. You guys are kind
That's
of the
fair.
where Sunak's house is a good little bit away from kind of the main stretch where Darius is kind of keeping an eye out from. You can get it's not super far. It's only a couple of minutes, but you can see the main road from where you guys are standing. But yeah, you were kind of huddled because without knowing a direction, you wouldn't really know where to go.
Atlas, what did you find in there that was so concerning?
We're walking and talking now, right?
Where you guys want to go? What's the
We're
confirmed
heading to
location?
Carmen's.
Carmen's, yeah.
Carmen? Okay, so the rusty mug up on core 1.
The banquet hall.
All right, yeah, talk away. You guys are walking and talking.
Mastos has new friend in bag.
Mastos?
What?
No, that's not entirely. We don't know him too well yet to call him friend. He's also charred and dead. We may have found a body under a bed, and it had a knife in its heart and had large bite marks out of its flesh, and it was charred, and it was in a pile of dirt, and I panicked, so we threw him in a bag.
So
We wrapped
we're
it up in my
carrying a murdered body on our person right now.
No, not on person. In bag.
Okay. Atlas, I wish I knew someone that could check your programming because you have been sliding down this hill for the past couple of days. Your decision making is not going well. Okay.
I look at Darius. It was Mastos' plan.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm
Was
trying
it
to not make any decisions, but
Atlas?
hard. No one's making decisions around me.
What kind of creature was it?
Looks like a
I
goblin.
pull the bag out and I open the
No,
hole.
no, and I stop him. I'm like, do not.
Oh.
No.
I put the bag away.
Listen, if
You
we
said
could-
it looked like a goblin?
Yes,
Did
it's
you check
very
his
much a
feet?
goblin. Yes, it's not the goblin we're looking for,
Okay.
but I think it's his uncle, because the room very much looked like woodworking, kind of,
Right.
wood porn, and we found this book. Sorry, it's been a long morning. I'd like to rest soon.
We've only been awake for 4 hours.
It's been long, and you haven't seen what I have seen.
I mean, I figured you would have seen stuff like this before, considering you're supposed to be like a healer. Anyways,
Yes, but
unimportant. Continue to Carmen. I don't think we. No. You know what? We should bring this to Carmen and say we found it. How did we find it?
Mastos found it.
Masto, stop. You are not to talk. And I hate saying this because it's really mean, but do not speak unless we ask you to speak, okay?
Jack's gonna kind of stick his hand up. What if we're just honest?
This is why he dies.
We chased down the person that stole from us, that attacked us, and we heard the story of Sunak and his uncle, and we walked in the house and to look around. We found some suspicious things, and we found a body that just...
You know what? That could work. But how much authority did she give you?
If I see somebody breaking the law, I'm allowed to detain them and bring them to her.
So because there's a small problem. We did break into the house to get inside.
Sunak's uncle's death. Mysterious.
What did I say, Mastos?
Strange. You forget? New friend said that mysterious circumstances around Sunak's uncle's death.
I leaned to Atlas. Did he talk to the dead goblin?
No, that was where I was going next. If we could get somewhere secure, I can probably channel the goblin to find out more information. That's why I...
Do you want me to summon my torture hut? I mean, my tiny hut?
Do we have 8 hours?
It doesn't take me 8 hours. And
No.
I can dispel it when I walk away.
Well, why don't we talk? Let me go talk to Carmen first.
Reprogram myself.
Oh, you need to recharge your energy.
Yes.
How have you spent all of your energy in 4 hours?
I need to... I'm programmed optimally for a different use set right now, and I need to program myself for a different use set.
I
It
understand.
takes some time.
No, we're not gonna. Nope, that's not gonna happen.
So that's fine. He's very much dead, and he will stay that way. So if we can maybe hold off on telling the authorities that we've B&E'd a house, stolen a body, and
The longer
Stuffed
we
it in a
hold off,
bag?
though, the more the chances of this getting reported.
well, I don't think anyone who's hiding a dead body is going to report that their dead body is missing.
Is that all we took from the house?
I don't think they're going to report dragon teeth hidden in a false bottom as well. I think we're okay. I think we just need to worry about them finding us.
Consider this, okay? Let's say they're a Drake Warden.
Mm-hmm.
They could say it was their dragon teeth, a dragon that they lost, and they kept it hidden so no one could steal them. And now they have an actual police report in. And then if someone goes and talks to the kid, I'm going to jail.
Yes,
What's a police report?
Well, you know, the guards police the city, and I
A
assume
guard,
when someone...
a guard report. You know what he needs, Jack. Come on.
Sorry.
Listen, I agree with you, but in that scenario, only you go to jail.
And then we can just break you out. You can literally turn invisible.
And then the
You
rest of us
literally
go to
can.
jail. Actually, that's true. If they do try to catch me, I can just disappear.
I think it's best. I like the idea of coming clean after we know all the information of the scenario.
Well, to be fair, I'm not saying we admit we did anything wrong. We could say we didn't fully understand the extent of Jak's authority that he was granted, and we were following a lead on someone who stole from us.
I asked her if I could hold somebody with my grapple and get someone, either bring them to her or have a guard come get them, and she said that was fine.
Okay, Jack, you're missing my point here. We don't know the extent of the authority you were given, which means we broke into that house thinking we had the authority to do so. Do you understand?
I guess. Why don't I talk to Carmen? You guys go do what you guys are gonna do.
I think that's a good idea.
And then after I talk to Carmen, we can.
What are we
he's
going to do, though?
You-
Because Atlas said he needs 8 hours.
We can say that we followed Mastos' nose.
And broke into a house.
because we smelled a dead body.
We
I like
were
that.
attacked. We followed Mastos' nose to our attackers. Empty house, investigate. New empty house belonged to Sunak's uncle. Died of mysterious circumstances.
Okay, I just want to test that theory right now. Mastos, come and find me. And I put up my hood and I'm going to go hide.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Mastos, roll a perception.
It's plus
And roll a
six,
stealth with advantage. Darius.
right? I'm just gonna wait till he rolls.
Yeah.
Don't say your roll though. Hold on.
Okay.
I got 23.
Hold on. 24.
Oh!
So, Mastos, you kind of put your nose up in the air a little bit. Eyes are wide, looking for footprints. And you think you get him. You run around to the corner of the building. You look around. Nothing there.
Darius cheat. Darius use magic. Sunak and them no magic.
I take my hood off and I say, I'm not trying to cheat you. It's just if they decide to test your ability to find something and you fail to do so, our whole story loses its foundation.
Mastos knows never lies.
Well, it just lied to you. I'm just saying.
He was behind you.
He was downwind. I couldn't get him.
Okay. My suggestion is we stay as a group. We move, we go to Carmen, see what she wants. I think we have some time to figure out the mystery of the body. We give it a day of looking into it, try to find Sunak. I was able to somewhat track him. He's leaving the city, so I don't think he'll be back right away. So let's go see what Carmen says, and then maybe we can inspect the body somewhere safe. And then if there is enough time, I will try to commune with him. There is a murder weapon still inside his body. That's something also we can look at, along with the bite marks. The bite marks look like Drake bite marks. So if it is a Drake warden, that's very suspicious. I just think there's time where we can piece this puzzle together.
When you say commune
Mm-hmm.
with the body, what is that? What are you saying?
Oh,
Oh, Mastos knows this. You
Wait,
speak with dead.
You can you do that?
Mastos can. Other druids could.
And visibly, you'll see Jak like shake.
Jack,
Ugh.
you've seen me do this
You have
before.
watched him do this before.
Oh, have I?
Remember when you first desecrated a grave and I was like, oh, you'll yell at me for doing it, but you're fine just going ahead.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Jak remembers that too. He
It was
doesn't say that.
Minikin.
And Minikin, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, if there's some
It's been so long.
before the bodies completely die off, I can rehabilitate some of the cells to form projection of that person. It's complicated. I don't quite understand how it works.
Jak is still gonna shake and go, that's always creepy when you do that. There we go.
It's safe.
Okay. I think. I don't think it's a good idea for us to hold on to a corpse that we didn't murder. It makes us look more guilty, but I will follow whatever you think is best.
Well, should we hide the body somewhere safe?
That doesn't
Maybe
make
we
it
bring it
better.
to Jasper.
I
That's
say
a
we
good
just take
idea.
it to Carmen.
I don't
Mastos
think that's...
agree.
So by this
I don't-
stage, you guys have headed up the first kind of set of steps up to the second core now. And as you guys kind of turn to walk back towards the next set of steps that lead up on core 2, taking a glance around, you can see where the light that normally kind of spreads throughout these different cores you've visited that usually go almost right to the wall on this core barely extends 100 feet. And then it almost looks like darkness, and you can kind of see like tents and shoddy housing off to the side. Not a lot of movement. and then you guys head to the stairs moving up towards Core 1.
I will go with whatever you guys think is best. I'm putting my 2 cents in that I don't think the longer we hold on to this body, the worse it's going to be for us. And I get it. I would love to know what it has to say, but unfortunately, we don't have 8 hours to hold on to a corpse. Maybe you can offer to Carmen, you need time, and you can help her get information out of the corpse. She may go for them.
How well do we know Carmen? I don't, she didn't come off to me as, super tight with us, where
Well,
we
to be
can
fair,
trust her
when we
with
walked
our
in,
lives.
You were like, your machine attacked us and you owe us stuff. So, I mean, if I were her, I wouldn't have been exactly, warm welcome to my city.
Well, when I spoke to Carmen, it was after you guys had spoke to her. She did seem not impressed by how you guys behaved. She seemed happier after we spoke. She even gave us the courtesy of a free room for the night. So if we're going to speak with Carmen, I will attempt it.
I mean, I can do it too. I don't think I should follow Atlas's lead this time. That's all.
Well, being that you were standing next to, or sitting or standing, whatever you were doing next to Atlas when that happened, and then I was alone when I spoke with her, I will take on this duty and see if I can handle things.
Okay, I'm more persuasive than you, just saying.
I'm not here to persuade, I'm here to be honest.
Yeah, well, sometimes honesty still requires persuasion.
Let's go see how this works out. Depending on how the conversation goes, I may just tell her.
Okay.
I don't have it in me to be completely dishonest all the time.
I'm not dishonest all the time.
How do we know you're telling the truth?
Because you know what? No, it's not even worth the energy.
All right, so you guys now hit the top of Core 1. You can see as you kind of come up these stairs, looking ahead, you can see the blacksmiths that you guys had visited previous. And then you can turn south and head down towards the Rusty Mug.
Thank you. That was so nice of you.
Are you all heading towards the Rusty Mug, or?
I'm following the
yep.
group wherever they're going.
Okay. So is the entire group going there?
Yes.
Si, senor.
All right. As you guys start walking down, as you get a little bit closer, you notice the huge kind of swinging mug from the front of the building start to approach. This time you see 2 Nolja guards standing at the front door that weren't there before. They're about 60 feet away as you approach. Looking in, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people from that distance.
Yeah, guys? Just a quick thing. When Jasper said we were going to be arrested, who do you think he meant was arresting us?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, who does the arresting in this town?
It adds up, but they would be them.
Yes, and also, maybe we get arrested. Again, we have to stop worrying about that, because maybe avoiding them is what gets us arrested, because that's shady behavior.
Or maybe bringing them a dead body with 0 information on how it became dead.
But you can get that information. We just need time. And she can send guards to monitor while you do whatever it is you need to do to reprogram yourself.
They know that Sunak's uncle's been missing for a while and or dead. So if we bring the body of him, and we just showed up at the town.
Yeah, and that's... No, look, you said that body looks like it's been dead for a while, right?
No, it looks charred. I don't...
Did it look like it was dead for a while? I felt like there was still flesh on it, right?
No,
Sunak's
the
uncle is-
char, the flesh had almost caramelized. It's been dead a long time.
Right, so it's been dead. Okay, yeah.
We've been here
it
for
does look like it's been for a while.
We've been here for a day. Unless we jumped back in time and killed him, and then showed up in town now, it couldn't have been
Okay.
us.
Alright, well, I must have forgotten that it looked dead for a while and not newly charred. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
We all forget things.
Mastos
Mhm.
forget to wash his hands sometimes.
Oh boy.
Mhm. Okay, well, let's take over the body.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Jack's moseying on in.
All right. So as you all get closer now, see the two guards kind of addressing you, kind of stand straight. They don't give a kind of salute or anything, but they look like a little bit more steadfast and kind of watching you all as you approach. Do you guys just enter?
Jack's gonna give one of them a nod and then walk in.
Okay.
I shapeshift into my fox form and jump on Atlas.
Okay. As soon as you shapeshift, you see one of them bring their hand up and a sword just shing, come right out of the arm at the ready.
Sorry, he is more comfortable around people in that form. He won't hurt anyone.
Mastos hides.
Well, you should give a bit of warning if you're going to do that.
Yeah,
Get yourself stabbed, little fox.
Again, sorry. He's not very trained with society, I guess.
Socially adept.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
$28.
Okay, to chink. See the blade retract back into his arm.
I almost got Assassin's Creed there.
He kind of steps back a little bit, just crosses his arms. As you guys continue moving in, you see the tables. Not as busy as you guys seen last time. The few tables are, there's about maybe a dozen people in here, including you guys see right away on the far left corner, Carmen sitting where she was before. Just reading through papers. You see now the barkeep that you were used to last time, Jin, back at the bar at the end. What do you guys want to do?
Jack's gonna hold his hand up to the rest of the group and tell them if they want to stay here, they can. And he's gonna make his way over to Carmen.
I'll go up with him.
Mastos makes his way to the bar.
As a fox?
Yeah.
I stopped Darius for a second.
Darius, I think we let Jack try to take the lead on this one.
Yeah, I'm not going to go and say anything. I'm just going to stand kind of behind him so that I can, in case he needs anything.
Just let him do it.
Okay.
Come have a drink.
No, I'm good.
Could be our last.
Might be his last.
All right. So Mastos and Fox Farm, you're running up to the bar. Jack, you're going to Carmen. Atlas and Darius.
I'm just standing and like staring at Jack, like watching the whole situation.
I'm going to get some milk.
Okay.
Does the barkeep recognize me in my fox form from the morning we left? Because I came down all sleepy.
So when you guys came down, it was the night shift. So there was a lady there. But going in, you now see the barkeep Jin, who gave you the deer leg before.
First one. Okay. Yeah. I tap my little paws on the bar.
Okay. He doesn't really notice you. Did you jump up on the bar? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So he kind of like jumps back a little bit. Just says, "What you doing there, fella?" Walks over and starts petting your head. It's not very sanitary to be on the counter. We put food there.
I go down into one of the seats, and do they spin, or are they stationary bar
No,
stools?
they're just standard bar stools. Yeah.
I was gonna do a sweet spin transform, but yeah, I'll shapeshift back into Mastos and say, "Dear, please."
He kind of jumps back for a second. Like, oh, a little druid, are we?
My ears like, hee hee. I love being called a little druid. Makes me feel
Interesting.
adorable.
That a druid wants to eat a deer. That's very interesting. But the same as last time, a deer leg, huh? That's the part you want?
Please.
Oh, well, I'll get working on it. Would you want it raw or do you want it cooked?
Cooked. Wine, too, please.
Wine and deer for breakfast. You are a strange one. All right, just give me a minute.
I
Sorry.
slide a gold piece over.
Okay, perfect. So as you slide that over, Atlas, you reach the bar as Jin's starting to turn away.
Oh, excuse me. Two of your. And I,
Just noticed Mastos and
you need anything, Mastos? Or you good?
Mastos got deer and wine. Mastos happy.
Okay. Two of your tallest glasses of goat milk, please, on ice.
Goat milk, is that for your druid friend?
Nope. Nope.
Okay,
I give a sour face to milk.
I was gonna say goat milk with the goat legs is a little bit strange, but absolutely, I've got some chilled in the back. I'll go get that right now for you.
I mean,
Perfect. Thank you very kindly.
he would have had it as a kid.
You don't know.
I just had a goat semen joke.
So he turns around, door swings behind. This time, Jak, as you're approaching, you see Carmen looking through papers and writing a little bit frantically, looking a little bit more stressed than you've seen her last time. She doesn't look up as you're approaching.
Jak will walk up and sit down in the chair if it's still there.
she knows already.
Yeah, it's sort of like a bench. So her table, each side of it has sort of two long benches. So you can slide down on the bench if you wish.
Yep. Jak will sit there and just kind of lean over, kind of hands in his lap, and wait.
Do I see Jak for where I'm at while I'm waiting?
Yeah.
For my...
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so Jak, you feel just a little bit of that little warmth that you felt before when Atlas gives you a little bit of help.
Does he look at me?
Do you look at him?
Sure. Jak will look up at Atlas and give him a nod.
I just like
I get caught like looking at him, and I'm just kind of like. All right, that's it.
All right, so Jak, as you sit down, Carmen kind of glances up and said, "So you finally come. I was expecting to see you a little bit quicker."
We were dealing with a run-in that we dealt with last night.
Tell me more about this run-in.
We found the gentleman that swiped my bag off me. And while we were dealing with that, somebody attacked us. And I pursued, did not find. We started to come back to the inn, and they attacked again. At that point, I had left. So we found out where the goblin lives, went back and looked around.
What goblin are you referring to?
I believe they said his name was Sunak.
Interesting. Did the guards tell you why I asked you to come here before noon? Before our original meeting time?
They did not.
Did they give us a time? Sorry.
Yeah, you're supposed to meet back here to discuss the what you guys were going to ask for and what she was going to ask for.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought, but not the second time we ran into the guards. They didn't tell us.
He said as soon as possible.
Okay, yeah. All right. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Where is your companion?
Companion or companions?
Your Drake.
Oh, Reen. I sent her away for now. Apparently there's another Drake Warden around, and I heard that they were killing Drake Wardens. And I figured being on incognito would be safer. But if you wish, I can summon her here now.
Please don't do that. The reason why I wanted you here was because I have reason to believe that you yourself committed a murder. When we first met, you said you had followed an elderly gnome lady here, correct?
She guided me to the tavern, yes.
Okay. Well, her body was found behind the tavern with bite marks all over her from what looks like our Beastmaster told us, most likely a drake. So the very female that you said you had lost track of, found dead with the marks of your companion.
Well, I understand your concern, and I would say, first off, I don't think I would kill somebody over 5 gold. I have earned 12 gold since we last spoke. But we also found a body, and they too are covered in bite marks. But the difference between that is the bite marks that cover this body are much larger than Reen's. So I say, why don't we compare the bite mark sizes?
What body is this you speak of? I've heard of no third murder.
Well, we believe we found Sunak's supposed uncle in his home, charred, burnt to a crisp, with large bite marks on him.
How did you find this?
Like I said, we were attacked yesterday, and we followed it back to the home of Sunak, where we found some questionable things, which we have on us, and to show a show of faith and trust, even though we just met yesterday, I'm willing to cooperate with you and be reasonable to show you that I have no intent to kill anybody, especially over a measly 5 gold. I believe you would find that unreasonable to kill somebody.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion. Is my guidance still active?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute, yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled really, really well. So that's a 19 on my die. So I would get a +2. So I'm at 21. And I just chucked my dice on the ground. And that's a 3. So 24.
Okay. So she kind of crossed her arms, leans back on the bench a little bit, tilts her head forwards. You're the only one that's been talking about 5 gold. I don't know how much gold was given to her. But what you say may be right.
Is the body still out back?
No, it's been removed. It's under investigation at the moment.
I'm going to tell you something, and I don't want you to...
Don't freak out.
I don't want you to react poorly.
I promise nothing.
But I want you to take me to where you're looking over the body. I will summon Reen. We can compare bite marks, and then I will show you the body we found. And I will show you the bite marks on it that are also much larger.
The body has been taken down to our modification area so that it can be further inspected.
And where is that?
It's on core 4, the southern end. But I suggest you turn over whatever evidence you have of any crimes you believe have been committed so that we can investigate it.
And of course, we will do that. How we have brought the body, I don't want to alarm you. I wasn't there when it was discovered. So I have no involvement in how it was gathered. If that makes sense.
I may ask for further information on that.
And we can do it right here, but he's going to lean in a little closer. But we brought you the body.
Let me provide perhaps a different angle, a different potential series of events. Shall I?
Go ahead.
She leans over and starts flipping through some papers. At this point, the door swings open and Jin comes out with a tray with 2 cups of milk and a jug of wine, tall jug of wine. Oh, there you go. It's gonna take a little bit for the meat, but you can start your drinking. This gold will cover it all. Thank you very much. Puts it in his pouch and pushes the tray of drinks forward to A.T.L.A.S and Mastos.
I grab the milk and I immediately head back to Darius.
Okay. You're muted, Mastos.
Oh, thanks, exquisite. My toes, you hear clanking of my hooves, happy little feet. Toe tapping.
You're staying at the bar, or are you heading back to the...
Yeah, oh no, staying at the bar.
Staying at the bar, okay.
Staying at the bar, drinking.
All right. So, Jak, you see her pull out 1, 2, 3, 4 papers, and she kind of like knocks them up, takes her finger and just starts kind of lacing her finger over. How about this? A group of individuals traveling down a tunnel come across a dawnbreaker. They kill him. They remove his head after whatever information they were looking for. They break their way through secret entrance into a city. They break a defense system. They come in. They murder an old gnome lady. They go into a blacksmith shop. They threaten a civilian with a dagger. Then they're swinging like a predator over people's homes and houses, using combat magic, damaging magic in an open place with civilians walking around. And they rob and torture one of our civilians. How does that perspective sound?
Darius yells from across the bar. Incorrect.
A bit far-fetched. As you are aware, we are traveling because we are part of the Centaurium tournament. Unfamiliar with the land. Stumble across here. I guess I could follow along with killing the headless man and breaking in, but why target a random gnome? That's kind of where you start to lose me. And yes, we're in an unfamiliar area. So
I'm going to cast message and just be like, you did tell her that she stole money from you. You kind of have motive to kill her.
Roll a perception, Darius, just to see if you actually hear that conversation. And A.T.L.A.S and Mastos, sorry, Mastos, you don't. You're still sitting at the bar. A.T.L.A.S, as you go back and you're facing the door, you see that the 2 guards on the outside have moved to the inside.
I rolled a 12 on perception.
12. Okay, so you wouldn't hear the conversation from the distance you're at.
Okay, so are we saying that that's been the whole time? Because that's the case, I would have moved closer so I could hear it.
Okay, yeah. If that was your intent where you were going to sit down, you could sit
Yeah,
closer,
yeah. So I didn't realize, because I wasn't actually looking at the map when I said I don't move. I didn't realize I was still at the door. Like, I wanted to be close enough that I could hear what was going on in case I needed to... Like, if things escalated, I wanted to be able to come and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll say, for the sake of that, then, yeah, you were close enough to hear, so you can send your message. Okay. What was the message again, just in case Jak didn't hear it?
Just that she technically has motive for him to kill her, because he went to her reporting that gnome stole money from him. So I basically said that. I'm like, you technically had motive. You did tell her that she stole money from you. And I'm like whispering that into my hand. So
Jak isn't gonna...
No, you don't have to reply. I don't want you to reply.
Now I'm losing my train of thought on what Jak was saying.
Yeah,
so to add on to that, I've already told you how willing I am to come look at this body and compare to prove my innocence, because the bite marks we found on the body we found were much larger than Rena's. So if you're going to claim that a Drake Warden, as myself, went out of my way to kill an elderly person over 5 gold, I'd like to clear my name. And I understand you doing your job and giving me this other perspective. But as somebody who wants to enforce and obey the law, wouldn't you want to make sure those who are actually innocent get proven that?
So as you say this, Atlas, you were bringing the milk back to Darius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would be close enough to hear this as well, if you wanted to act on any of it.
I'm gonna hand Darius the milk.
Okay.
Both of them.
You know I don't drink this. What are you
And I'm
doing?
just gonna turn and walk away.
I'm just gonna push it. I'm not gonna push it off the table, but I'm just pushing it away from me.
I'm going right
Okay.
back to Mastos.
Okay. Yeah, you head on back to Mastos. Carmen leans forward. Jak. So can you can honestly say that story that I just told you, none of that is true?
Your story about us killing Don something and cutting his head off? That is definitely not true. Us finding a secret entrance and destroying your stuff? That sort of happened, but it was accidental. Wandering in and being robbed and then killing somebody? I definitely was robbed, but I didn't kill anybody. And then swinging about. Just as you engineered or whatever you guys call yourself. I'm surprised I'm not the only one who gets around like that. So, I understand you're doing your job and you're cracking down and trying to solve this. But I don't want you to jump the gun and wrongfully do anything to us. As I've just told you, you have our full cooperation, and I don't believe that should be met with taking us to jail or binding us and taking all we have. You have our cooperation. I'm willing to follow you down there to check that body. I'll summon Reen, and she won't move an inch. She'll open her mouth. You can compare bite sizes. What was she? Was she just killed with a drake? I've never had Reen just bite somebody to death. If my handiwork's gonna be there, it's gonna be several arrows.
Who has the two teeth?
Darius.
Darius.
Okay.
I'm going to cast message again and just be like, and tell her if she gives us enough time, Atlas can speak with the dead, so we can ask the dead those dead people the questions on who killed them.
And I happen to have somebody here that knows how to speak with people who have since passed. We can just ask them who killed them.
We need time, though.
Please understand that if I thought all of this was concrete, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. The reason I'm even speaking to you about this is that we've had some strange things happen over the last week, and I need to rule out certain things. I'm sure you can understand. Now, I did notice when you were explaining that you didn't mention anything about the civilian being robbed and tortured. Is that untrue? Has this report been fabricated?
When you say civilian, are you talking about Sunak, the person who robbed us?
I would like to disclose the name of somebody that's being violated.
As to torture, I don't know. But Sunak was held, and I removed my items from him, and then he's going to pull out his pouch and he's going to drop his bag on the ground. And I grabbed that in case he actually pulled any of my stuff out. After that, we got attacked and he ran off. I didn't want any of his stuff.
So you did rob him then?
Taking back what was mine.
This bag, and she turns one of the pieces of papers, and you can see the sketch of the bag that is clearly the one that you still had on your person. This bag and these boots, he had reported that your group had stolen. Clearly, we can see one of them here.
Well,
He had special leather boots that he said he was tortured and pierced in both foot. So quite easy, not only with the design that is shown here of what's been taken, but there's probably 2 pierced holes in the boots. Do you have that in a bag also?
I know nothing of boots.
Very
But
well.
If you want to question them about it, be my guest. Once they got attacked, I'll tell you what happened. I don't know what he did, but Atlas was able to hold Sunak still. And from afar, I'm assuming some sort of magic spell. And I was able to go up and remove... Did he tell you about the bag that he stole from us that I told you was stolen from me? Actually, no, I wouldn't have told her that.
Said he was shopping in the blacksmith, and as he left, he was chased down behind the stores.
So he conveniently leaves out the part of why he was being chased down. Because he stole my bag, or a bag of holding off of me.
He said he was assaulted by a group that chased him down.
Well, how about when we find him, you can ask him that again. Because that's who I was looking for, was him.
She leans back again. I'm at an impasse here.
Well, let's clear up the part about murder.
Let's go do that. Jack.
Okay. About clearing up the part about murder, or
it's like your general we're not doing it, let's look into it type thing, as opposed to her making a judgment on it.
Rolled a nat 20. Just saying.
Okay.
Do I still have guidance?
No.
Okay, so 22. I love this dice.
Okay. He's rolling the D100.
Yeah.
If I rolled a D100 and rolled I'd be at a 20. Never mind, I'm dumb. Here, I'll take a picture of my D100. Or my D10. Or my
We believe you, it's fine.
my nat 20. All right. I'm excited, I'm sorry.
Okay, she leans forward now, puts both elbows on the desk, kind of crosses her fingers and leans forwards. I'll be honest with you. There has been rumors about certain things, and this small amount of chaos that's been created over the last week is very out of character for our city.
Okay, so Darius at this point is like, come on. He says, so he stands up and he's like, come on. How long have we been here?
She looks up. Do you wish to be part of this conversation? Step forwards instead of eavesdropping.
Yeah, I will slide over the table and come and sit beside Jack.
Okay. So let me be upfront. Almost a week ago, we had the first murder that we've had here in a very long time. We got reports of many cause of some type of strange purple light. And after that, it feels like there's been things happening that haven't happened before. The gold thefts, the murder, all this information reports we've been having in the last 24 hours even. It is out of character, and there's something doesn't feel right. And although your story, I don't know if I fully believe it, I can't see a motive as to why you would come and blatantly do all this destruction. So I know that there's something else going on underneath. I just don't know what it is. So until I can investigate further, I suggest that any evidence you have from Sunak or entry to Sunak's abode, I suggest that is placed forward to us so we can further investigate. And if you have any information you haven't disclosed, disclose it now, and that might help our investigation to either clear or find out more information about what you've had your part in it, if you had any.
Look, Carmen, we're not here to cause trouble. What we told you on how we got here is true, and we want to help you because whatever is happening here seems to also be affecting us. Sunak did steal our bag, and I pull the bag of hold. Well, I adjust and pull the bag of holding from it. He stole this from us. And that was initially what made us pursue him. We had no interest in him otherwise. We were actually supposed to go shopping, and I'm going to put the bag back.
Jack's going to say, get the teeth out to him.
Are you sure? I mean, you already said it. There's no point. So I'll just pull the bag back out again, and I will pull the teeth out and lay them on the table.
How many are there?
6.
And these are blatantly larger than Reen's, right?
No, they're very similar to Reen's.
I swear you said they were bigger. You could tell. You said in the last session they were from a bigger dragon than Reen.
That's what I recall, which is why I was double checking.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The bite marks in the body were
No,
definitely
no.
bigger than Reen's.
Before, like when we first discovered the teeth, I'm pretty sure it was described as they were bigger.
They were. You said they were from a full-grown drake.
Okay, well, let's reevaluate that. So they're the same. They're similar style to Reen's.
Style, yes, but they should be bigger.
If they're not bigger, then that would probably adjust them bringing those teeth out. So
they are. They're marginally bigger. They are not dragon teeth. They are not an arm. Because I said it's like finger size, right? Remember that? It's
Right.
not.
But,
It's
like,
not like an
what I
arm. It's not a.
Yeah, but
dragon
Reen
teeth.
right now at Reen's size, her teeth would be dog-sized. Like they would be tiny.
At Reen's age, her teeth are almost the size that these teeth are. These are very similar to Reen's teeth. Yes. They are
So they are
marginally
not.
bigger.
They're similar, but they're a little bit bigger.
Correct.
To clarify?
Yes. They're bigger than
But they're
Reen's.
not-
They're like
they're not
Reen's, but they're bigger.
visually like
Okay.
like to look at them, you wouldn't see a difference. But if you put
You
them
could- Yeah, they're like to Jak, for example, they're immediately noticeably bigger. To you with the investigation, you notice that they're bigger than Reen's. They're not so much bigger than Reen's that anybody just looking would see it.
okay.
So, and as he's pulling those teeth out, Jack's gonna kind of hold his hand out and like kind of towards the ground, and he's gonna look at her. Do you want to see the difference in these teeth size, or would you be more alarmed if Reen came out of the air right now?
And please don't bring Reen out. That may cause more complications and questions than is needed right now. As she looks towards the door, towards the 2 guards that are kind of watching what's going on.
And then Jack is going to kind of raise his hand in the air and go, Mastos, and he's going to make a waving motion. You're muted.
Have I made it to
Mastos
Mastos at all? Like,
No, sorry, you were walking over. I thought you were still at the tail. My bad. Let's
no,
rewind
no,
a
it's all
little
good.
bit.
I just didn't want to interrupt the RP, but if you're going to start flagging Mastos, then
Yeah.
I feel like I need to have a conversation.
Yeah, so let's flip back to Atlas. So when Darius did slide over the table, or you pushed the milk, you were heading over to Mastos. So you would definitely be over there now. So you reach Mastos.
Okay.
Mastos?
Yes.
I think things are taking a turn for the worse over there. I don't know if we want to be caught with a body on us right now. Those guards are starting to move in as well. Do you think maybe Mastos should make like a rat and get out of here?
Mastos has wine and deer still. Mastos not leave.
Mastos, you may never leave, and you may never get to have wine and beer again.
Mastos get away when Mastos need. Mastos can be small. Robot cannot change size.
Yes, but Mastos can be small with the body and get out. You know what? I give up.
I leave.
Okay. All right, so you start heading out.
Yeah, I'm heading out the door.
Okay. So the guards watch you approach, but they don't draw their blades or anything like that. No aggressive action. They're still just surveying the area. So Jak, as you're kind of pointing out the, or you waved over to Mastos was your last action. So yeah, you waved over to Mastos. You see, as you turn and go to wave, you see Atlas heading towards the door.
Jack doesn't pay no mind to it. He continues. Mastos,
My ears perk up.
can you come up here?
Come over there. Yeah.
Mastos with the proper grammar.
Mastos, correct
Before I leave, I
grammar.
am going to cast guidance on
Oh, I lost my character behind. Oh, there we go.
Jak. Not on Jak.
On Jak, okay. So you
Okay.
kind of do a little weave, a little C shape around just to get arranged and
And I just
blink
give
your
him a
eyes.
little salute, and I'm trying to walk out the door.
Okay.
You can see me stumbling over a little bit.
Carmen looking a little bit confused. This is getting very complicated. What is it you want to show me with these teeth?
Well, you said any evidence. I
Yes.
found this in the house where Sunak lives.
She kind of drops her head a little bit.
Now, we also found what I spoke about earlier. And is there's no like civilians in here, right?
There's a couple of patrons still sitting, having their breakfast.
You might want to be in another room if you want to see the last of our evidence.
Just tell me what the evidence is. I'm getting quite the headache with all of this.
Jack's gonna lean in again. I told you we brought you a body.
Well, don't lift it out here. You can understand my frustration that you potentially had evidence of some wrongdoing and removed it from the place that would tell us exactly and confirm with evidence who did it.
We also have somebody who can talk to the dead.
We have someone that can do that as well.
So
So you
Instead
need
of-
body?
not yet, Mastos.
Okay. Put that away. And she points towards the teeth. Put that away for now.
And Jack's gonna gather them up and he's gonna kind of hold them open, waiting for Darius with the bag. I'm gonna need these later anyway. I want to see if I can get anything from them.
Okay, she sits back again. At this stage, Atlas, you do reach the door. The guards aren't stopping you. You're able to exit the building if you wish.
Oh yeah, I wish.
Okay, so you head on outside. So, okay, if you wish to insert things like a body into evidence, I'm going to need you to go down to Core 4 to the south and deliver it with, I will write you up a letter and deliver it to Sarek down there. Okay, she will take care of the body. She starts just writing on the note.
Now, I have a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Do you know if Sunak lives with anyone?
I do, yes. Sunak, the friend or partner in what they do is called Villian. Villian Halleck, I believe.
We, from our investigations, or at least our astute clerics, automatons' observations, we believe that person is in possession of a drake similar to Reen, but bigger in size.
Interesting. I've never seen this. It's never been reported that we have another Drake Warden in the city.
Well, apparently, according to, was it Sunak or Jasper who said Drake Warden? I think it was Jasper. According to Jasper, Drake Wardens don't walk around with their drakes out and about like I do.
Well, this myth is
So-
true, but Sunak and Villian have been made this city their home for about a year now, so I'm quite surprised that nobody has seen this Drake.
Well, according to the body we found, which has large bite marks in it, we found teeth. And Jack knows about the scale too, right? Because he was like next to them when they found it.
Yeah, when Mastos found it, yeah.
Does Mastos have it, or is it also in the bag of holding?
Who
No,
has
I
it in
think
their
it was in this
inventory?
person.
I think Mastos gave it to
I gave it
somebody
to
check
Darius.
it out.
You're talking
yeah.
about the red scale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave that to
Okay.
Darius.
And so we also found a scale that is much larger than one that Reen has. So that is a bit of evidence to push that theory, at least to get it out there. But
Very well.
we'll
Do you
go
have-
deliver that as long as we don't have a run-in with this person.
Do you have the scale there? The scale I will take, the corpse. That's what would need to go to the modification area.
And Darius will just kind of look at, or Jack will look at Darius.
Darius, do you have the scale? Or are you
Yeah,
gonna give it?
it's in the bag, right? So I'll pull it out.
Okay, so she reaches over. She has a pouch with a leather cord on it and just holds it open for you to drop it in.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
She said to give any evidence. I want to show her we are giving full cooperation.
I'm gonna drop it.
Very well. She pulls the drawstring. You see her write something. Place it down to the side. Place it down to the side. Very well. For now, just make that delivery. I will continue my investigation. If you get any more information, please report it here or to one of the guards. Don't act on your own. I'm giving you some leeway here, Jak. From what you've all told me, you've all come from islands. So you may not know how cities work, but when you're within a city, you have to follow basic laws that are in place. And if you're not sure of those laws, check before you do whatever you want. It's not the wilds. Is that fair?
My ears perk up.
That's fair. I am not used to a list of rules to abide by. And I will refrain, unless I'm being chased and in peril, if that's okay with you, I will refrain from zipping around your city.
Self-defense, that's not a problem. Or if you're on core 2, that's our live as you are type area. Other than that, please keep yourself to yourself unless absolutely necessary.
And Jak will stand up and kind of give her a bow.
And she hands you, she takes out this little kind of stamped little seal, puts it on the letter that she just wrote and hands it to you. You give this to Sarek.
It'll be done.
Okay, and you see her kind of like make a little gesture to the two guards at the door, and they make their way to the outsides. So, Atlas, as you exit, where do you want to go, or what do you want to do?
I'm just kind of standing out front and contemplating jumping down this big hole.
So, so you go over to the hole, see a nice glowing sunlight shining down it. You actually see, as you look up, to roll a perception.
Mm, 16.
Okay. So as you you look down, you kind of see at the bottom is kind of darkness, but if you look up, you can see what looks like, it almost looks like little diamonds shining at the very, very top of the hole. And you now realize that it's rain. And as you kind of turn the angle, you can almost see now through whatever this thing is that channels down the city, you can almost see these droplets channeling down through this strange invisible type membrane and filtering through the ceiling.
This is nice.
Jumps. Before Jak walks away from Carmen, he's gonna ask, do you care if I stay here for about an hour before we depart?
Well, it's up to you when you want to deliver this evidence. Obviously, the sooner the better. It can be investigated.
Well, I wanted to be in line of sight for you. Well, I'm just going to be here for about another hour, and then we'll depart.
That's
but I'll
quite
be in your line of
suspicious.
sight.
Is something happening outside of here within the next hour that you don't want to be a part of?
No, I was bought something, and I wanted to understand it more.
Oh, yeah. Let's go grab a table.
And then Jak's gonna look at Darius. I'm gonna go understand this cloak, and gonna order a meal and go sit down at a table, and he is going to take some time to attune to his cloak.
I passed my deer leg, which I assume I got. Food? Master share?
As Darius walks by, he like leans into Jak. Remember, he said he doesn't always wash his hands. And I just keep walking.
True.
Lick my meat on a stick.
But Jak will kind of look at the person behind the counter and ask for a meal and an ale, and then go sit down.
Yeah, so what kind of ale would you like? We got the regular stuff, or do you want something a little bit better?
Your favorite.
Oh, Moondrip Ale it is. There'll be 2 silver for the ale, 5 silver for the meal.
And Jak will slide over 2 gold pieces.
Ah, very well. Much appreciated. Come back anytime. He slides the meal and drink over to you.
Excellent. And yep, I'm gonna attune to this thingamajig.
Okay. So you start eating and kind of studying the cloak. Darius, Mastos, what are you guys up to?
I want to see if Carmen's demeanor has changed towards me, because I know that I don't know personally, but she's now distrusting of the group itself. But the last time we met, she trusted me based on my honesty.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if her perspective of me has shifted along with the group's.
Okay. Mastos, can I help you?
Did Mastos do something wrong?
That remains to be seen. Did you torture a civilian or murder anyone?
Mastos helped Sunak.
Oh, you helped Sunak, but your friends said that Sunak was bad.
Sunak Goblin. Goblin's tricky. Goblin, like druid, not understand society? Your society. People society.
Were there no goblins from your island?
Not goblins. Traders. We have traders come to my island, but one day Mastos snuck on board and left island. Met many people. Went to big city. Big city. Felt too big. Had to leave. Spent time with those outside city. Party. Laughter. Stories. Mastos felt comfortable. Safe.
Sounds fun.
Mastos worried that we did something wrong.
You just have to be careful how you and your friends act in certain situations. I think the experience you all have together isn't quite... how do I say this? You don't know how to act in a fully civilized city, by the sounds of it, and your honesty will help. That's for sure.
Mastos didn't mean to break buildings, turning into giant snake.
Pardon?
Mastos leaves.
All right, Darius, are you sitting down with Jak while he's eating, etc.?
Where did Atlas go?
Atlas left.
He's peering into the void.
You don't see him anywhere in the.
I'm
right
actually gonna look for Thoric.
now. Okay.
Okay, I am going to adjust my shirt so that the bag is fully sealed, and then I'm going to go outside and kind of just look around.
Okay. So, as your Atlas, where would you like to go to look for Thoric?
Did he say where he was going to be? Like he was going to be at the...
Yeah, he said he was going to the blacksmith quarter. Or core.
Yeah, so
I think he was
that's
on
where,
core
3, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, core 4.
Core 4, that's where I'm heading.
Yeah. All right, perfect. You start heading your way down, kind of figuring out the stairs are in a pretty patterned system now, so you can kind of figure out how to get your way down there.
Okay.
All right. And Mastos, did you want to do anything specific?
I will spend this hour sitting, playing with my necklace, attuning to it, playing with it.
All right. Sounds good. And Darius, sorry, what did you say you were doing?
I'm just gonna go out and
Oh, right.
explore.
You're leaving. Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So as you go out at the front door, looking to your left, looking straight out, you can see to the north is eventually where you come up to the stairs, and then the blacksmith. You can head that way. You can head south. You haven't been to before. Where do you
As
wanna
Darius is walking, he stops, realizes he also has a new magical item, and returns and goes and sits with them to attune to it.
head? All right. Fair enough. You head in. So Atlas, as you start heading down the stairs, the first set of stairs, you come to core 2. Next set of stairs down to core 3. Next set of stairs down to core 4, unless you want to stop at any of the other cores on the way down. Takes about 15, 20 minutes to kind of walk down this far.
1 second. Where are we? Sunak's house was on core 3. I'm gonna stop at core 3.
Okay.
I wanna head northwest. I'm looking for the cathedral.
Okay. So yeah, as you get down the stairs and you turn, you can see down to the southwest is kind of where Sunak's house was. So look into the northeast, you kind of continue that way. You can see the homes kind of stop at a certain point, and it's almost like an open corner. As you walk a little bit further, just a couple of minutes in, you can see quite clearly this beautiful structure that looks like it's only about a few feet out of the wall, and the rest is just being carved right into it. Very much like how Jasper's was. It didn't look like it was standalone. It looked like it was kind of carved into the outside of this core. Massive, right up to the ceiling, from floor to ceiling. There's pillars, there's archers. It looks like a very elegantly constructed cathedral. Outside, you see, as you start to approach, you see like these sort of wooden, they look like wooden poles almost, with a little, look like a T. It's like a wooden pole sticking up with a wood on the top of it, and kind of leather strapping along the bottom. You kind of picture this would be where birds would land for messaging ravens and things like that along these types of bird stands. But yeah, it's fully open. There's no doors to this building. It's just a massive arch.
Okay. Do I see any movement inside, or?
It is, as you get a little bit closer, you can see it is fully lit inside. Even though the roof, even though it's built into the corner and the roof kind of stops with that warm glow, looking inside, you can see that it is fully lit. Just from the archway, you'd have to get like right up into the archway to be able to see fully in it. But as you kind of glance, it looks like there's some movement in there. You can see kind of some random furniture, but you'd have to kind of move a little bit closer to get a good look.
Okay. I just want to take a quick look at my surroundings. Do I see like that shop that was mentioned? I think it was the Weeping Sorrow shop. Is that nearby? So I know I have the right place.
So as you look, whenever you came out and you were kind of looking where the housing area ended,
Yeah.
there was more of a sort of an industrial looking type area to your right before you headed northwest up into the cathedral.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to head into the cathedral.
All right. So as you enter the cathedral, we will take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
7 minutes. Sorry, 7 minutes. Dang it. welcome back. So, as we left off, the majority of the ATLADS were remaining at the Rusty Mug to go over some items that they had found to kind of dig through it, make sure it's what they wanted, and attune to them to be able to use them properly. As Atlas took a little wander off, originally going to try and find Thoric in the area. He kind of takes care of the mining and the blacksmithing as he was doing some work. But instead started to peel off and actually go up into Core 3, looking for a cathedral up in the northwest corner. So Atlas, as you were entering, right, the cathedral at this stage?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So as you walk through the archway, immediately greeted by like this warm glow all around the room. Massive room, probably like 150 feet to the back. You can see bookcases. You can see pillars from floor to ceiling. You can see bookcases left and right. Some desks further down. You see some pews right at the front. It looks like kind of like maybe an altar or something at the end. On a desk at the far east corner of the room, southeast corner of the room. Some people are sitting behind the desks. Look like they're writing down, doing some type of clerical work. Looks like a pretty kind of office type situation.
Okay, I want to approach the closest desk with someone.
Okay. So as you walk up to your left, there's a small gnome lady. Hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, greetings. My name is Atlas, and I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of one named Ladmus Greyswarm?
Do you have an appointment?
Oh, no, unfortunately I don't. I was just hoping that I could speak to him about me.
Do you have further details of the nature of requests for the meeting, or perhaps I could approach and see if there's something that could fit in?
Well, yes, I was hoping you would know a little bit about myself. I'm told I'm very different. I'm an automaton.
Okay. She starts writing.
As I kind of like notice her writing, I'm like trying to like peer over, like seeing what she's.
My name is Atlas, or some call me an automated system for life-saving assistance and support.
I'm like clearly slowing down so I could like. What?
You forgot the technician, so you were assless.
Life-saving technician. Yeah. I'm like slowing down as I see her writing, so I'm like trying to give her time to catch up.
Okay. Yes, indeed. And the reason the inquiry, was it a physical inquiry? Was it more of a mental inquiry? Or what are we looking at here?
A little bit of both, actually. I guess, physical due to my automaton nature, but also mental, as I've been told I'm different. And, I'm not quite sure. Maybe. Oh, also, you might know my father. Possibly, Dr. A.T.L.A.S. Reditus.
Oh, A.T.L.A.S. Reditus. Okay. Yes, excellent. Okay, just hold here for a second, please.
Oh, sure, yes.
She takes her paper, and you see her push the chair back, and then like just kind of drop way down as she is only about 3 feet, and just pitter patters her way up to the end of the room. So now facing down the end of the room, you can see in the far right corner is this kind of beautiful desk, and this person sitting behind it. Can't see a lot of detail from where you are, but this little gnome runs up. You see some sort of conversation, and she runs back. Ladmus will see you. Yes, you may go up. He has time for you.
Wonderful. Thank you. I didn't catch your name.
My name is Lily.
Lily. Oh, what a beautiful name, Lily. Thank you for your help so much.
Nice to meet you, Atlas. She goes around and hops on the chair. Goes back to
is that Ladmus over there?
Yes, just over there at the desk.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure. You didn't. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Lily.
Writing
I'm
away.
gonna head over.
All right. So yeah, as you walk up, you can see like there's a set of 2 desks on each side. 2 desks, another 2, another 2. The pews right in front of you, and you kind of squish yourself between the pews, walking over to the desk. and you see this gentleman sitting down, and he is fully coated, very similar to the style of what Carmen was in regards to essentially his full body coated in metal. You can see this kind of faceplate that comes up. There's kind of two gaps here where a blue light kind of emanates through it. You can see metal kind of horns pointed back, metal plated shoulders with a spike on each. This large yellow circle on the front, the 3 circles that go down the chest plate. And he's just leaning over. Looks like he's reading some type of paperwork, and pushes the chair back and stands up. Greetings. So you are A.T.L.A.S, I hear.
Greetings, yes, my name is A.T.L.A.S. And you are Ladmus?
Ladmus Grayswan, a pleasure to meet you. And reaches out his hand to shake it.
I shake it back.
Okay. You see a little flash in his eyes. Just flashes quickly to kind of yellow back to blue as he shakes your hands. Please, how can I help you?
So at this point, I want to take. Actually, hold on a second. Need. Okay.
Yes, I was actually wondering, if you could help me learn a little bit about myself. I was told that you know a little bit about automatons?
Indeed, we know quite a lot here. This is somewhat of a library, as well as, among other things. Would you like a seat? We can have a conversation.
Oh, sure, yes, thank you.
Of course. And you see him kind of wave over. And you see this human that was kind of studying, putting some books in the bookshelves, catch an eye and run over and have this little stool. You hear, as he pushes the stool slowly up, and you just see kind of Ladmus just shake his head a little bit and rub his head. Eventually the stool gets to the other side of the desk, and please, have a seat. And he sits back on this beautiful, comfortable, red leather backed chair.
Okay, I'll sit down. So yes, I'm just wondering, how familiar you are with people like me or automatons like me. I'm not quite sure what to say, really.
Well, we don't come across a lot of automatons with its own sentience, that's for sure. But very familiar with automatons. It's very close to what we are striving to achieve here in the Nordia. How did you find your way here? Where did you come from?
Oh, I'm from one of the islands, and I was selected for the tournament, and we've kind of got off our path a little bit. We ran into some trouble, which led us here, and yeah, I figured while I was here, maybe I could try to learn a little bit about my origin and see if anyone may know my father. He's been around these parts, and you can't seem to find him, and I don't have much memory of how I became to be and who I am, so yeah, it's led me here, so I was hoping maybe you had some answers for me.
That's a phenomenal amount of information that I'd like to delve into. Now, Lily did mention it was your main reason for visiting was for A.T.L.A.S Veritas. You had questions?
Yes,
Is that the father?
wondering... Sorry, it's super distracting. Yes, that is, I believe, it is my father. I don't really understand. I don't know. He may be.
Well,
Do
that's
you know him?
Well, not personally, but anybody with this that does this type of extensive research and things would definitely know of him. He's a very famous Centaurium scientist.
Oh. How is he? Do you know where he is?
Oh, not currently. He hasn't published anything in many years. I wasn't aware that he was still kind of out and about, if you will.
Oh. So sorry, just forgive me. I'm trying to get my timelines correct. How long have you known about him, or how long has he been a well-known scientist for Centaurium?
Well, ever since I began my research, he was always known, but from what I understand, as a young man, he was very knowledgeable, inquisitive, and quite a genius from a young age. So, but yeah, ever since I've kind of down my path, he's always been, within the tomes that we've read about when it comes to in-depth research about certain aspects.
Oh, okay. And do you get a lot of research? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. So, okay, how long would you say that would be? How long have you been doing this for?
Well, we don't like to give our ages away, of course. But, I mean, since I was born here and raised here, so quite a long time. Don't tell anybody, but it's about 60 years now.
Oh wow. That's a long time. That doesn't make any sense.
How
Why
long
do you say that?
How long have I been this way for?
Only about a year. Like you've only
Yeah.
been awake for about a year.
Right.
Well, last I know I've only been awake for about a year, and if that's correct, then if he is my father and he's the one that put me into stasis and erased my memories, then I must have been in stasis for a very long time, because he's, as far as I know, he's from my island, and if he's been on Centaurium for at least 60 years, that's a long time.
Okay, so let's just piece a few things together, shall we? You
please.
mentioned that he was your father, that he had constructed you.
Yes, I think so.
But then you said he's from your island. He's not from an island. He's from Centaurium. He's a Centaurium scientist.
No, that doesn't make sense. If he created me, but I woke up on an island.
I can't speak to your waking up, of course, but I can definitely speak to the fact that Dr. A.T.L.A.S. Veritas he is Centaurium. He came from Centaurium, and that's where, as history says, that he was, and his published books that he have done on different matters have come from there. He definitely wasn't born on an island. He's in Centaurium.
Did he maybe travel?
It's possible. He was one of the top scientists for Centaurium, so it's very possible. Excursions and things.
Oh, this is, okay. What? I really need to get in touch with him. Do you have any suggestions on how I would even begin to search for where he would be?
Let me think. I mean, we can send couriers and messages and things, but only to people that we've had contact with or we know. So without having contact with him or knowing where he is, unfortunately, I don't think I could help you. There was one person that he had. I know that he had some type of connection with. It was a specialist that would work with. What was this now? We had crossed paths because the connection between the flesh and the synapses of the mind through the metal and what we're really trying to achieve here. We leaned on someone called Elowen Moonshadow, and this connection between the mind and the metal is something that he specialized in, and there is references in some of the works of Dr. A.T.L.A.S. Veritas, that he was somebody that he would refer to when it came to certain complications of these bindings. Perhaps that's an avenue you could look for.
Oh, okay. Elwyn Moonshadow.
Yes.
Is it someone within the city that you work with currently?
No. He is a bit of a recluse, a bit of a hermit. He lives, I don't have his exact location. I know it's somewhere central to A.T.L.A.S, but unfortunately I don't know exactly where. It would all be done via messaging. Any requests of information or anything that we would have, we would send a message raven.
Oh, okay. Yes, if we could maybe... Can we send a raven and see if he would be willing to speak to me?
Certainly, for just 1 gold, we can send a message raven to anybody that we have connections with.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay, here you go. One gold.
Okay, and what would you like the message to be? It's 1 gold for every 25 words.
Oh, not that I'm thinking. Not that either. I haven't started yet.
Let me know when you start, and then we'll go from there,
sorry.
perhaps. Yes.
What do I say?
Did you want
Maybe...
time to think about it, and you can return, or... I don't wish to rush you, but I am quite a busy man. I organize a lot of things here.
No, no, it's okay. Just say, dear Mr. Moonshadow, my name is A.T.L.A.S. I am son of Dr. Reditus. Have questions? Can you speak? Question mark. I am an automaton.
Okay. Okay, that should be doable.
Wonderful.
Yes. Let me get working on that. I don't have an estimated time of return. It all depends when they, of course, return the message. But I can guarantee that the message will go there.
Wonderful. Okay. And how will you let me know if he replies?
Do you have a home here, or where are you staying? And I will send a courier.
Oh, I don't have a home here. I am staying.
Where am I staying?
You stayed at the Rusty Mug last night.
Okay.
I am staying at the Rusty Mug currently.
Ooh. Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine. It's just perhaps not the most pleasant of places to stay, but that's okay.
Do you have a suggestion? I'm.
Well, I enjoy myself the rich smell of coffee first thing in the morning. So grounded, I find, is right up my alley. Many intellects there, writing, reading, researching, and with that sweet brew hitting the nostrils in the morning, it's just the right thing to wake you up.
Okay, I will. I'll keep that in mind. As of now, I will be at the Rusty Mug. If I change, I will let you know.
Very well. Is
Yeah,
there
I
anybody
wondered-
in the city that's a little bit more static? Perhaps that if we needed to get the message to you, we could? Or is it just just send it to the inn?
Sorry, what was that?
Do
The first part of that?
you have any friends or anybody who perhaps lives here that we could that way make sure you get it if you're staying at different places all the time?
Oh, yes. You could. Do you know a gentleman named Jasper?
Of course. Everybody knows Jasper. Wonderful
Yeah,
gentleman.
You could send it to Jasper. That should be fine.
Yes.
I believe he was the one that directed me to you.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Mr. Sunstorm is an absolute delight.
Yes, he is delightful.
Yes, indeed. All those cats. Oh, just love it.
Yes. Quick question. Do you have a moment to just kind of let me know about your, integrations with Automaton technology?
Mine personally?
Well, just the city in general seems to be very keen on becoming more like me.
the advancements here are quite impressive, I will say. There's been minor advancements in small things, whether it be weaponry or things of defense. But anything too involved and complicated, it kind of stays within the Nolja. That type of research and such can be exploited. So we kind of keep that more internal for people following the path of the Nolja.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, I don't want to impose at all, so thank you very much for your time, and have a delightful day.
Absolutely, and you yourself. We'll get working on your message anytime, and feel free to swing by anytime you need a message. Don't forget, it's only 1 gold for every 25 words.
Yes, I will definitely know. I'm sorry, one more thing.
Yes.
Do you have any books from Dr. Reditus? You mentioned maybe having some tomes or something, anything that I can read?
We do, unfortunately. It's only for people studying the path of Nolja. The library is restricted to that, unfortunately. It's not something I could give you access to. I do apologize.
Oh, okay. Not even for some gold?
No, unfortunately, that is something outside the purchasing range, we'll say.
Even if it's 50 gold?
Indeed, even if it was 50,000 gold. I
Oh, wow.
appreciate the forthrightness, however.
Okay, alright, well, thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
Absolutely, and enjoy your stay here in the city.
I'm gonna head out.
All right. Start heading out. Back at the end, you guys now the hour has completed. The attunement to the items that you guys have is now fully functioning and enabled. What do you guys want to do?
Sorry. First, I'd like to ask: do I get to pick the spells this necklace holds?
That's the fun.
'cause
That's
did
the
we
fun
roll,
thing,
right? Yeah. Are you gonna roll for him?
So
And will I have to identify the spells that get put in the? Yeah.
So you get to go ahead and grab your your D20.
Got it.
You're
You should've
rolling.
said D100.
I know, right? So you're gonna roll for each crystal. So your first crystal is red crystal. So roll your 1d20.
11.
11. So your red crystal is a cure wounds 2nd level.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna add that in for you,
Oh, okay.
and I'll update it. Okay, blue crystal
6.
6. That is a bless.
Okay. Tim's
First
turning
level.
into a cleric.
Your clear crystal
10.
Power word kill.
10 is a lesser restoration.
Okay. All right. Come on, big money, big money.
Avada Kedavra, level
I
2.
had like my dice are like, I think they're 3,000ths of a micron cut. they're 2,000 or 1,500 below a casino dice, because you can't actually. 17.
17 is a branding smite.
Oh! I don't know what that does, but it sounds awesome. I don't smite, so like, yeah, it's not a healing spell. So maybe I'm a paladin.
So as a refresher, that the bracelet of the prayer beads is usable while you are wild shaped, and each one of those is activated as a bonus action. So it's burnt until a long rest, and then you can re-roll for a new spell for each crystal.
Oh,
Dang, that's cool.
Ooh,
That's being used.
mystery rolls. I like that.
Yeah.
Give some flavor.
All right. So you've done that. Jak, Darius, you guys have any questions or want to do anything right now?
If we're done, Jack's gonna get up, kind of nod at Carmen, and start making his way out.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Sounds good. You guys all head out. You see the guards now that were their stations out the front are still there, but they're not really engaging with you guys as you're approaching the exit.
And once Jack gets out, he's gonna notice most likely that Atlas is nowhere in sight.
Yeah, you've noticed that he's been gone for about an hour now.
And is going to look to Darius. Do you want to message Atlas and tell him to meet us on Core 4 so we can deliver the body?
Sure. Atlas, meet us on Core 4 so we can deliver the body. You can reply to this message.
Let's see, 50. It was 150 feet, right?
It's either 150 or 120. Here, let me check. Sorry, I just got a call at work, so I'm trying to close that.
I mean, I could be a good DM and look it up, but you know.
I mean, I have the spell. It's fine.
What are your players for? Come on now.
Message 120 feet.
You know what? You were literally the third core right below the the tavern, so you do hear that in your head, Atlas.
I don't respond.
Okay.
He hasn't replied, so he may not have got the message. When we get down to the next core, I'll send another one.
Perfect.
All right, so you guys heading down. You guys heading down to core 4 then? Is that
Yeah, each core I basically send the same message.
okay? So you guys start making your way to the stairs to go down to the second core. Atlas, you're exiting the cathedral. Where would you like to go?
I'm heading to Core 3 to the blacksmith to find Thoric. I'm gonna send a message to Thoric.
Okay. Message or sending?
Well, it's sending. I'm just trying to. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sending. So I'm gonna just say to Thoric.
Thoric, it's Atlas. I need to meet up. I need your help. Can you meet at the flagon?
What is it called?
The dragon flagon?
Yeah. Thank you.
Meet at the dragon flagon in 30 minutes, please. You can reply to this message.
Oh, you got that all in. You're better. All right. I was just going to head up to Rusty Mug, but I'll head over to the Dragon Flagon. I'll see you there. Ha.
All right. Perfect. I will start heading to the dragon flagon.
All right.
That's on Core 3, right?
The Dragon Flagon is on core 5.
Oh, Core 5. Okay, so I'll start heading down to the dragon flagon.
Okay. So, Darius, as you guys hit the bottom stairs, you're on core 2 now. So sending another message again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, same thing. We're going to Core 4. Meet us there to deliver the body.
Okay. Atlas, you would still hear this from where you are at the moment.
Just
I'm busy. You guys go ahead.
Apparently, he's busy and told us to go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So you guys hit core 4, start heading towards the stairs down. Or, sorry, you're on core 2. Start heading south towards the stairs down to get to core 3. Atlas, you eventually hit the stairs on core 3. Leading you down to core 4.
I'm just heading straight to Core 5, so.
Okay. All right. So you head on down. So by this time, you guys, the rest of that lads hit core 3. If you're hitting another message, Darius, now you would send it. Or if you're not, because he contacted.
Oh, no, because he replied, so I wouldn't send another one.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Atlas, you hit the base of core 5 first. So as you get to the bottom of this core, straight ahead, looking north as you come out of these stairs, you see a massive, clearly a blacksmith, this big stone building. You can see all this smoke just pluming out of the top of it. You can hear, even from where you are, even though it's like 150 feet away, you can hear the kind of the banging of the anvils. You can see the warm glow inside of the furnaces. So from here, you can either kind of go northeast around or south.
This isn't the blacksmith he said he was going to be at, because he said it was be at the one on core 3, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
This is like
I'll
clearly a
just-
store. It's got like a swinging sign in the front of it says steaming anvil.
Oh, okay, so so it's like a big store.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of go. I'll work my way around it south, I guess.
South, sure.
Do I know what way the flogging place is?
All he said was it was the southeast corner of Corfa.
Okay, so yeah, I'll head that way then around it.
Okay. So you
I do
start
want to
heading-
like kind of peek inside as I go by, just see if it's like, is it busy? Is it? Do I see
Okay.
anything?
All right, so that's to the north. The steaming anvil store is to the north. If you want to go south, we turn the other way.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go south.
Okay, so you turn to start heading that way. The rest of the group, you guys now hit core 4. So as you guys kind of come up the stairs, you see straight ahead, you see this strange looking kind of fence off in the distance. There's sort of metal fence. You can't really see what's going on. It's kind of darker in that area. The light isn't quite carrying to the back. To your left, you see there's a bunch of furnaces and anvils, which are wide open pretty much against the outside of this core. So you can either kind of go north or south, up to you guys.
Do we have any idea of which way Surik is?
I don't think you asked.
That's
She
correct.
might have told you, but notes are
Oh,
good.
I just checked the notes. I guess Jack's gonna go see if he can spot any person and ask where Surik's at.
All right, yeah. So as you start walking into kind of the area, there's a lot less people moving around here. Like this core seems to be a lot more for working, as opposed to kind of housing or people going about their daily business. So as you look forward, as you're looking forward, you can either go up north to where you see that strange fence, or you see a kind of couple of guards standing outside it. Or as you turn to the left, you see kind of those furnaces and anvils where there's people working. You could approach either area.
Let's go to the fence, more towards the north.
All right. So Darius, Mastos, you following Jack?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
We're at the what's it called? Steaming anvil, right?
So that's on the next core down. You guys are on core 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, steaming anvil was where Alice was.
Yeah. No, I'm following Jack then.
Okay. Mastos, roll a perception check for me.
21.
Okay. Good to know.
Good to know. You're being
It
cruel.
is good
As
to
you-
know.
As you guys are walking north, Mastos, as you're kind of skipping along, you do notice one of Jasper's cats, like about 150 feet back, just slowly walking, not running towards or anything like that, just slowly walking behind you guys.
Okay. I look back and I confirm it's the cat, and I get a sly little smile. Might play a game of cat and mouse.
The cat kind of just sits, and you see it kind of go up on 2 legs and just flop its front paws up and down and just kind of sit down again.
I'm gonna let Darius know. Cat, Jasper cat, way back there.
Okay.
No.
Does it want something?
I can ask.
Sad.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so I skip back towards Jasper's cat.
And then
Okay.
just alert Jack so he doesn't keep walking to hold up for a second.
As you get closer, it's the kind of yellow and white striped, kind of like almost looks like a little tiger cat, and it's cleaning itself right now, licking the front paw, rubbing its head.
I do the same, but with my ear. Did I cast Speak with Animals this morning Or did we talk to Jasper last night?
Jasper was today. This is all today.
Okay, yeah, so I should still have speak with animals. Jasper, okay?
Yes, Jasper's fine. He just wanted me to keep an eye on you, make sure everything was fine and dandy.
Oh, keep an eye on us?
In case you needed help or got into any trouble.
Mastos can make trouble.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Want to play a game?
Ooh, I like games.
Mastos shifts into a mouse and runs.
And you hear him just laugh.
Okay, little one, I'll play with you.
And starts running after you.
I totally wasted a wild shift on that.
So as this game of cat and mouse is happening, Jak and Darius, I'm assuming you guys are continuing to walk, or are you stopping to watch
Well,
Mastos?
I'm going to message Mastos and remind him that the body is in his bag.
Mastos, quick! Oh wait, can I reply? I can't. I don't know if I can reply.
I think you can, because oh no, that's sending. No, I don't think you can.
Message. He has
you have
to
say the
speak
words. Yeah.
Squeak! All you hear is squeak, 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 and what you think is a mouse laughing.
So, Jak, small problem now. Our genius of a druid has the body we need to deliver, and is now, from what I can tell, a mouse.
Why have we not dumped this guy? I've yet to see him perform in combat, and he's probably as useless as he is in conversation.
I will tell you right now, I led us through that jam session of that door, okay? That was my performance.
Nope, it was mine.
You were my backup crew.
I had the highest performance in those roles.
And Jak is going to make his way up to the guards at the fence.
Okay. Darius, you following suit or waiting for the cat and mouse?
I look like I try to see him, and
I wanted to run towards Darius and Jak's direction, but
That's
also mouse is erratic. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
wanna go
Like
too far from the area.
serpentining and yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. So with the game, you're kind of moving your way towards Jak and Darius. Jak and Darius, as you kind of do move a little bit closer. Jak, you're up for his roll a perception check as you're kind of leading the charge.
Yeesh. My perception is a 5. I rolled a 3, so we're at 8.
So as you get a bit closer, you don't see a ton of detail, but you see that this metal fence, it looks a little bit similar to the one you guys seen in the original tunnels, where it kind of goes floor to ceiling, and it's kind of tightly, the metal bars are kind of tightly packed together, but a little bit more space in this one so you can kind of see in. And it looks like just pieces of like random metal and junk, but it all looks like metallic stuff. It almost looks like some sort of junkyard. And there's a couple of guards kind of scattered, but two kind of main ones leaning up against the sort of entranceway. It's almost like an arch that's been cut out of this fence leading into this area, and two guards are standing there.
Jak is going to approach them, and he's going to kind of put up his right hand and wave at them and go, "Excuse me, Carmen sent us down here to look for Cyric, and didn't really give us too much detail as to where to find her."
Oh, you're totally wrong side, mate. Sorik's down the other end, south, not north. This is a scrapyard.
And alas, my gut was wrong.
Ah, gut lets you down every time. Use this
Is it-
thing here.
I'm used to tracking things around in not a rock, so new layout.
That's fair enough.
Is there a specific building I should be looking for?
Alosaric runs that area all by herself. You can't miss it. You'll see big anvils there. You got the big fans on the side. You can't miss it. She'll be there. All of her will be there.
Thank you much. And he's gonna wave and turn back and go the other way.
Have a good day. Darius, you is that you following Jak?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so you guys are Mastos. You have kind of met up with Darius now. The cat has kind of stopped.
Well, that was a fun game, but I think I'm a little bit tired now.
I prance along, looking like Darius, as a mouse.
Okay.
I'll just keep a watch if you don't mind. You can go about your business.
I salute.
He does the same thing. Rolls up his paw, but 20 times and
I love mouse Mastos.
all right, so Jak, you're leading the way south. Mastos, Darius, you following?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so as you guys head down, the cat does follow, but keeps about 150 feet back behind you. A.T.L.A.S. So as you turn to go to the south, heading down away from the steaming anvil, as you're moving down, you see on the right-hand side, as you kind of start to turn left, you see on your right-hand side a strange-looking area. It looks like there's some cages. You can see some animals, like some pigs and stuff there. You see this big, giant looking person. Just see his back. Looks like he's just working on something, some wooden bench there. You see a small human boy brushing up some straw. As you continue down south, you can see this massive ring of huge metal fence. And it looks like a massive ring, some sort of sand inside it, and an archway leading into it. It's kind of on your right as you continue to walk towards this southeasterly direction. And
Like
just in
a
the
fight pit.
it could be. There's nobody in there right now.
Scars in there.
But as you look straight ahead, you can see this massive metal dragon head. And every minute and a half or so, you see this big mouth open. Rah, you hear this big roaring rah, sound come out of it. And then close down again. It's about like 300 feet away from you.
Fancy.
Nice.
So you keep walking.
Yeah. Well, what's the animals and stuff? Like, am I close to that right now?
Yeah, so that's as you started heading south opposite the steaming anvil, that's where you kind of seen the animals on the right-hand side.
Those people. I just want to like stop and ask the big guy.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hello there, little one. I'm looking after the animals, of course.
And what are the animals for?
Oh, some of them are for food for the city, and the ones behind here.
And he points out to this big metal, looks like a solid metal wall that goes like about 100 feet down the edge of this core.
Well, they're the ones for the fighting.
Oh, what fighting? I'm new here, so I'm just trying to get to know the city a little.
Oh, wow, what's your name, if you don't mind if I ask you?
Oh, of course, my name is A.T.L.A.S. And your name is?
My name is Bulgar the Beastmaster. Nice to meet you.
And he
Nice to
leans
meet
down,
you
he's about
too,
7 feet
Bulgar the
high.
Beastmaster.
Reaches down to shake your hand. He's about twice the size of you, about 7 feet tall. As you look at him closer, you see he's got this like eye patch on one side. The top of him looks like almost like a bear. And he's got this chiseled, muscled chest with fur in different places. Not heavily armored or anything, all kind of leather clad, but a long kind of bear snout.
So, for the fighting, yes, when we want to test things that have been developed or made with the modifications, we don't want to do it on each other, so we do it on the animals. Some of the fey animals, some of the regular animals. Whatever we need to do, I take care of them all.
Oh, interesting. Do you have any modifications?
Oh no, I'm clean, I'm fresh.
Oh, do you wish to have modifications?
Oh, I'm just here to make sure the animals are well taken care of.
Oh, well, okay, well, you have the rest of your day. May it be blessed with greatness and animals and whatever you like down here. The dragon flag, and that's, I'm assuming, the giant dragon mounted on top of the building over there?
You got it right over there. Just keep walking south and to the east, and you'll get there.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Bulgar the Beastmaster.
Of course, no problem.
Head over to the dragon flagon.
All right, start heading. So you guys, the rest of the ATLADS, as you're heading south now, you can see the furnaces and the anvils on the right-hand side. A bunch of people working away. There's some little mixture. There's dwarves, there's tieflings, there's a mixture of people. They don't seem to be paying you any attention at all. They just seem hard at work or whatever they're doing. And as you head further south now, you start to see into range this very more structural cut into the outside of the core as you head to the south. It's still about 300 or 400 feet away, but you can see a very distinctive difference in this almost rectangular area that's being cut out at the end. You can't really see anybody from this distance, but it does seem to be coming up.
Onward.
All right, so you guys continue to walk forwards. So we'll switch back. So Atlas, as you kind of start heading towards the dragon, you pass that ring that you've seen, whatever that may be, and come up to the dragon flagon. You see this huge dragon at the top, and you look in, and there's a lot of tables spread out. It doesn't look to be very busy. It looks like the breakfast rush is maybe over, but there are tables spread out. You can see a bar kind of at the back. Very similar setup to the Rusty Mug, but it looks a lot cleaner. The decor is a lot more finished, but you're kind of standing at the entrance right now.
Okay, I'm gonna head in.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Not good. 11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you see a couple of patrons. You see a guy on the far left at a table. He's just sitting there, kind of twiddling his thumbs, playing with a coin. There's a couple of cups sitting in front of him. He looks pretty bored. On the right-hand side, you see a couple still eating. They got some papers stacked up on the table, and a couple of kids. But a little bit closer to the bar at the back, and they just seem to be sitting there playing some sort of game with a little ball, pushing the ball back and forth between.
Okay, the couple that has like papers on the table, are they going through them, or are they just sitting eating the papers, or like kind of just sitting there?
They're just sitting there and they're just eating.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the bar.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll talk to the barkeep.
Yeah. So as you go up to the bar, you see the smell looks like you're assuming an elf, long tipped ears, wearing this blue kind of full robe. It has gold and silver trim right down the front, comes into kind of a cross at the front, and then goes right around the side. This beautiful leather belt that's tied at the middle, but it has these little gold studs that line it. Right at the end, you can see this little dragon head at the end of the belt. It's like, welcome. How can I help you today?
Oh, greetings. I'm Atlas, and I'm new to town, and I just wanted to grab some beverages.
Absolutely welcome to our city, and thank you for visiting the Dragon Flagon. What would you like to drink, and I'll be happy to help you. Dagmar, at your service.
Ooh, Dagmar, nice to meet you. Well, I have recently come into some money, and I'm happy to treat myself. So, what is your finest drink?
Oh, nothing but the best for the new
Mhm.
customer. Let me
Please.
take a look and see if we have something special in the back. Now, may I ask, do you partake in alcohol or non-alcoholic beverages?
Oh, really, either or. Whatever is, the most tasty and the finest that you have. Sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Dagmar.
Dagmar. Perfect.
Okay, I'll be right back. Let me see what we have for you. Something special.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
So you see him get where the bar is. There's the stairs that lead up, and he disappears kind of behind the stairs where the bar connects to it.
Okay. So while he's gone, I want to take out. So I have a pouch of gold. I can't remember who I looted it from, but I have like a physical pouch of gold. I want to put 30 pieces of gold in it, and I want to while he's gone, use the dagger that I have to like kind of make a couple X marks on a bunch of pieces of the gold, like kind of like scratch an X mark.
Okay.
And I'm putting that in the pouch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tie the pouch to the outside of my person.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So he's in the back looking for something special for you.
Perfect.
As that happens, so guys, you now come the other ATLADS. You now get closer to this area. Let me
And Mastos.
and Mastos, of course. I gotta forget.
And
I didn't see him. He's so small.
Not
Yeah,
an
yeah,
ATLAS.
When you did the intro today, I wanted to be like, well, I'm not really an ATLAD yet. Like, it's the
Yeah.
ATLADS and Mastos.
Right. So true. Okay, so as you guys get a little bit closer now, you can see all of you rolling a perception check as a mouse.
Ooh. It's okay. It was an @1.
I critted, so 25.
Okay.
11.
Crit your perception.
I see all.
I just imagine like he looks and it does that like.
Yeah.
I see sounds.
In your eyes. So yeah, so as you get closer, Jak, you see it first. As you start walking, you kind of come at a little bit of an angle, but this is the deep southern end of this core. As you approach this area, it is all carved out in smooth stone. It looks clean and pristine as opposed to the kind of dusty rock surface that you walk through the entire city. You can see some sort of wagon with some strange kind of cage and some sort of contraption on the back of it. You see 3 kind of seating benches, but they look like they're made out of some sort of marble. And as you look forward, there's 2 big, massive machines on either side of this sectioned off area that you really don't know what they are. You see some strange anvils that remind you of anvils that you have seen before. These bigger ones, a lot bigger than what you would see normally used. And you see what looks like 4 figures. Different places. A little desk off to the side. There's one cross-legged stationary kind of in the center, and 2 other figures. One standing at an anvil, and one seems to be at the very back of the area.
Jak would probably approach the person at a desk.
Okay. So this person at the desk seems to be writing, moving over documents, looking, reading.
Jak will approach and go, Carmen sent us down to meet with a CLERIC.
And this person turns around now, and you get a closer look, and you can see that this is a tiefling. Long purple hair coming down just past the shoulders. Dark kind of black leathers, certain metal in some places. But the most prominent thing is like this eye patch that she has, and it has this metal kind of symbol on the eye patch, and you can see metal almost kind of reaching out from underneath it. And she kind of turns around. My apologies. Could you repeat that, please?
Carmen sent us down here to find a CLERIC. We have something to drop off.
Yes, I can help you with that. Any of us can, really. And she lets out a little bit of a chuckle. Darius and Mastos, as you get a little bit closer and look over while Jack's talking, you notice that the 3 other people look identical to the person that Jack's talking to. What is it that I can do for you? What does Carmen request of CLERIC?
Carmen informed us that there was a murder a day ago or today of a older gnomish lady.
Yes.
I would like to inspect the body and do a comparison on a bite mark. And then we're also here to drop off a body that was found.
So you're here to investigate the already murdered gnomish lady? I thought that's what I was doing.
Carmen relayed some information about a drake attacking this person.
Yes, bite marks. Yes, Bulga did say that it did indeed look like some type of drake or perhaps dragon due to the size of the bites. We're not quite sure yet.
Well, you can't tell it right now, but I am in possession of a drake. So Carmen believes I am a likely suspect. But the body we found has bite marks in it similar to a drake, but the bite marks are much larger than what my drake is capable of. So I would like to compare the bite marks to, in turn, show my innocence in this situation, because I have yet to sick my drake on anyone, especially an old gnome.
Indeed. So a comparison of the matching up of bite marks to see if it was the same assailant between the two, and to perhaps vindicate yourself of your drake in comparison to the teeth marks that this would leave if it did such an attack. Yes?
Exactly.
Indeed. Okay. So where is the body that we are to compare and investigate?
I'm gonna point to Mastos and be like, "Now's your chance, buddy."
I salute. Squeak!
No, you need to. You need to turn back into yourself. You need your bag.
Squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And Mastos slowly rises up on his little squeaky mouse legs and kind of like slouched.
As he's
Head
about to
down.
do this, Jack is going to say this mouse is about to turn into a full-grown man. Do not be alarmed.
Shapeshifter. Very well. I appreciate the warning.
Shit. Should just like wear a sign or something. My friend shapeshifts. I'm
Straight
a
up.
shapeshifter. Yeah, he comes up and he's slouched and he's like, Mastos is having mouse fun. Mastos reaches for his bag.
If you want to keep having mouse fun, we need you to cooperate. Otherwise, we're going to end up locked up and not able to have any fun.
Pardon me, is the body within that receptacle?
Yeah.
Okay, well, please, don't open it here. Let's take it where it needs to go. And she starts walking down to the south. You see, as you guys turn down, you can see there's these strange contraptions right in the center back wall. There's this really large humanoid-shaped kind of almost container. And then on either side of that, there's multiple metal kind of blocks. And you can see on these blocks, there's like little holes where it could be opened up or pulled open. And she's leading you towards one of them.
I follow eagerly
Okay.
while eating a butter tart.
All right, I'll give you guys a visual now that you've kind of seen a little bit more of the place.
Sweet.
As she leads you down towards the one of these strange box contraptions in the southeast corner, you walk past this huge, it looks like some sort of fan, but it's got these strange circular kind of orbs. These things aren't moving right now. They're not glowing, but you can kind of see them quite clearly as you walk by. and the huge anvil that you have seen before in Jonas's place. Please, here we go. You can place the body in here. And she reaches up and opens 2 compartments on the front of this metal thing, and opens it up. And this thing kind of goes back into the wall a little bit. It probably looks, from what you can see, probably about 10 feet deep. So she's standing, waiting.
I hold open my bag of holding. I do a little rummage. And I say, body heavy. Mastos need help, please.
And Jak will assist.
Strength check? Or is it just pull it?
No, you guys be okay for this because you're kind of just pulling it out of sitting on the floor. You pull it out, so you'll be okay with this one.
Oh, okay. All right. So.
And it's beautifully easily wrapped and packaged for you. So.
It's like, oh man.
As they're getting the body out, Jak's gonna relay. We were robbed yesterday by a goblin named Sulnak. Is that how you say it? Sunak. I guess him and his esteemed colleague, also named Villian, moved into the house a year ago, Sunak claiming it was his uncle. We found this body in the house. We believe it to be the alleged uncle.
Ooh, that's quite intriguing. Couple of sleuths, are you?
We were robbed by Mr. Sunak and attacked by somebody else. We found out where Sunak lives, and we decided to investigate the area to see if we could get any reason as to why we were attacked and why we were targeted to be stolen from. I believe it's because I'm here and I possess a drake, which, with your permission, if you're okay with it, I will now summon Reen.
Well, before you do that, did you guys unpack the body into the thing?
Yeah, wherever she tells us to put it.
Okay. She closes the doors first. Before you do that, I don't really want to be giving any information before you show me any permission that you may have to get some information.
Oh, and he's gonna snap out his little letter.
Okay. So you see her break off the seal, open it up, read it. Very well, just give me a few moments. There's a few things I have to work out here first, and then if you wish to present your drake to me, we can do that immediately after. Sound good?
Sounds good.
You may take a seat over there if you wish, and she gestures towards the benches, kind of at the entrance to the area.
And Jak will head on over.
Okay. So as this is happening, Atlas, Dagmar comes back with a tray and 3 different cups on it. Well, we have here for you the Mage Fire Ale. We have the Mystic Fog Wine. And we have the Celestial Sunrise. Which one would you like, my friend?
Oh, they all sound so delicious. Well, how much are they?
Each one is a gold apiece.
Well, I'll take all 3.
Oh, very good. You must be very thirsty.
Well, I mean, not really, but I am very rich, so why not, right?
Oh, that's excellent. I'm so glad to hear you've become on some wealth. And by all means, if you wish somewhere to stay, we have rooms here available for people like yourself.
Oh, perfect. How much are the rooms?
For you, as a first-time visitor, only 5 gold per night.
Oh, okay. I will take a room as well.
Oh, excellent. Let me just get somebody to set the room up for you and make sure everything is pristine.
Perfect.
I'm going to take out my pouch and I'm going to clumsily have a bunch of gold fall out as I'm like pulling out the 8 gold,
Okay.
and I want to like just kind of gather it all up, but I'm trying to make a scene a little bit.
Okay. So,
I'm so clumsy. Let's see.
Garth, could you help, please? And he waves over at this little helper that was sweeping up in the corner.
Oh, no, it's fine. I got it.
And I start like pushing all the gold back into the pouch.
Looks like you already got it. I'll go back to my sweeping.
And I just flip him the gold piece as well. Thank you anyways.
Oh, that's a gold piece. That's a whole week's worth of work. No, never mind. Just go back there. Yes, we'll take care of that later. Sorry about that.
No problem. I have so much. I'm trying to keep it all on me, and it just falls out everywhere. I'm not used to carrying this amount on me. It's quite silly. Here you go. Here's 10 gold. That should cover the room and the drinks and any apologies for any destruction I've caused you.
Oh my goodness. That is exceedingly generous for a person here just freshly at the Dragon Flagon, and we appreciate it so very much. And for all of your extra gold, we do have security chests that we have. If you wish us to take care of that gold for you while you peruse the city, by all means, we can do that. It's very low cost.
Oh, well, I will, I'll definitely keep that in mind. But for now, I want to spend a bunch of it, so I don't want to pack it away just yet.
That's fair enough. I appreciate you coming into the Dragon Flagon and embellishing us with your presence, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. And if you need more ale, you know where to find it. Tell your friends. And he hands you this little wooden coaster that has chiseled out a little dragon head on it, and it says Dragon Flagging on it, and presents a tooth.
Wonderful. Thank you very kindly.
We appreciate your patronage.
And then I'm going to tie my pouch back onto my hip. And I'm going to grab my tray of drinks and sit down. I'm going to pass one out, or sit down in front of the guy that has the 2 empty in front of him. And he has an empty spot in front of him, right?
He has the guy with the cups. Yeah, he does have a mug, but the cups are like golden tumblers. It doesn't look like they're for drinking.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Good evening, sir. Mind if I join you?
You can definitely join me. Have a seat.
Oh, well, wonderful. Do you like these drinks? It's a little bit for much for me to enjoy by myself, but if you'd like to share, I could pour some in one of your fancy cups.
Is that a celestial sunrise?
Oh, I believe it is. Yes.
If you don't mind, I'd like to indulge in that.
Oh, sure. Would you like me to pour it in that little cup you got there?
Oh, not these cups. These cups are not for drinking. These cups are for playing.
Oh, what are they? What do you play with them?
Oh, we play cups, of course. Have you never played cups?
No, I've mainly just drank from them, and to be pretty honest, I don't really need to do that, so, I'm happy to play along. Just 1 second. Dagmire, can we have an extra cup here, please? The drinking kind, not the playing kind.
And you see it nod the head and just waves a finger over, and you see the little halfling shuffle over again. Like, there you go. Here's your cup.
Oh, thank you. What was your name again?
My name's Bert.
Oh, thank you, Bert. How long you worked here, Bert?
Too long. Bud, back to work, please. Come on. Don't bother the customers.
Thank you, Bert.
All right, see you later. Comes off.
So, I'm gonna pour some of that drink into the cup and hand it to him.
Okay, he takes.
So, what's your name?
My name is Qua.
Ooh, Quar, that sounds exotic.
It is very exotic.
Ooh, interesting. Do you live here, Quar?
I do indeed. Where else would you rather live but the magical city of Siniculam?
Yeah, you say that. You say that nice too. I like that.
Very smooth.
Yeah, no, it's great. You're doing well. Well, like I said, I'm new here and I'm looking for fun and I'm coming to some money and just, what's some good things to enjoy? You said you play games with cups. What's that about?
Oh yes, Cups. It's a phenomenal game, and you see him. These four kind of he separates two. It looked like two cups. He separates them as four now, and you see like in a blur of motion, he just flips the cups up around and swivels them, and then in like half a second, they're now stacked up into four cups again. It's like, oh, it's a phenomenal game. Usually we put a little bit of coin on it, you know.
Oh, wonderful. So what? How do you play?
So before he explains how to play, we're going to switch back to the other ATLADS.
And Mastos.
And Mastos. Oh, poor Mastos.
It's okay. I'll be group leader one day.
So, yeah, as you guys are kind of sitting waiting, you see Sarek, they kind of closed those doors and kind of ushered you off the seat. She stands still there, kind of watching this cube. And you see the figure that was cross-legged in the center for the first time now stand up, and she walks over to this blue kind of cube that is mounted on the pedestal in the middle. And she closes her eye and kind of holds it and is just silent. And over the next few minutes, you see her kind of move her fingers in certain shapes and certain ways. And as she does this, as she starts to do this, the huge circular machines on either side of the room, they start to hum and move slightly. And you can now see these kind of red glows pulsing on each side as it starts to rotate. And as she kind of focuses and just keeps moving her hands. And this continues for a few minutes.
It seems like a lot of work for Speak and the Dead guys. Sorry.
And
Let them do their thing.
She takes her hands away and she kind of takes a few steps back and she sits down cross-legged and kind of bows her head again. And then the one that you spoke to previously walks over. Okay, well, it's been confirmed that the bite marks are indeed the same.
Good. Well, not good in the fact that someone died, but closer and closer to making sure they know it's not me.
Us.
Well, I would say so, as I inspect
Mastos
this.
not with you.
Where's Mastos?
Not an ATLAD.
Not now, lad. You guys alone on this situation.
Hate to point it out with you, buddy, but you were physically with us when all of this stuff happened.
Mastos is a figment of your imaginations. Collective hallucinations.
I'll make my full report and send it off to Carmen, and I'm sure this will exonerate you of this particular murder. I can't speak to any other ones, of course, but the degradation of this particular corpse in comparison with this corpse is obviously the same type of bite, and if you only arrived within 48 hours ago, then this couldn't possibly be you. I think you're fine.
Well, you passing that information on to her will be a great relief to us. On that, is there anything we can do to help you further this?
Oh, this isn't usually my job. We don't usually get much of this. So it was a pleasure to help the Nolja God. But no, this isn't quite my work. I'll just get back to my regular studies for now, I think. Thank you, though.
Are these your twin sisters?
I wouldn't quite say sisters.
What would you say?
Well, we're all the same, really.
Jack's just gonna stand up and he's gonna bow. I will let you get back to work.
Indeed, much appreciated. And she bows to you.
Mastos gets up behind Jack and just kind of looks back and forth between the three of them, not quite understanding what she meant. But like me personally, I'm like, clones? Are these guys clones? And I'm gonna start walking out while Jack's still bowing.
Okay. Darius?
This entire time that was happening, he was like, he just turns around and leaves.
I felt in this situation. Yeah, it's complicated.
Oh no, you don't even understand what he was thinking. He was like, "Oh man, I can have so much fun." No,
Yeah.
there's a time and place.
So you guys are heading out of the area?
Yes, Jack is.
Yes. As I'm about to leave the door, though, I stop. I'm like, "I'm really sorry. Could we just get like something in writing that you've checked this and it's good?" I know it seems like a lot to ask, but we've had a lot of weird shit happen to us recently, and we don't want your report to not make it and something go bad.
Of course. I could essentially duplicate the report, give one to you, and then we can have one go to common. How does that sound?
That would be perfectly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Very well. And she heads over to the desk and starts writing. My apologies. Who am I making this?
Well,
names?
we're the ATLADS. I'm Darius. This is Jack. And I kind of point out the door to him, and then this is Mastos. There is one more of us named A.T.L.A.S as well. He's just not currently present.
You immediately see all three of the females disappear. And the female kneeling down cross-legged in the middle immediately stands up. And you see her head just flickering. What do you mean, A.T.L.A.S? How do you know A.T.L.A.S?
How do you know A.T.L.A.S?
Answer
A.T.L.A.S
my
friend.
question.
Atlas friend.
Mastos, shut up.
She starts immediately walking directly towards you with an angry look.
Why are
How
you look
do
so
you know
angry?
A.T.L.A.S? Tell me immediately.
I will answer your questions. You got to answer mine. One for one. We can be chill here.
She reaches out and grabs your collar.
Oh. Hello.
Tell me how you know the name A.T.L.A.S.
Well, I know the being A.T.L.A.S. That's how I know the name A.T.L.A.S.
Where is he?
Why?
Where is he?
Listen, yelling at me is going to change nothing.
She shoves
I am
you.
willing. She what? She shivs me.
She tries to push you.
Shiv was way better.
He tries.
Roll a consensus. Roll a acrobatics or athletics.
Where's my sheet? I'm proficient in one of them. 17.
Okay. So she tries to shove you back, and you kind of just resist it. Just pushes your shoulder a little bit.
Whoa. Listen. Okay, first of all, I'm not going anywhere. We can actually have a conversation. You don't need to be aggressive. Normally, I'm into it. But why are you so upset right now? What's going on? How do you know A.T.L.A.S?
She takes a step back, and she holds her head. She's like, this can't be right. This can't be right. And she just turns and she starts storming off.
Wait. Do you know Dr. A.T.L.A.S?
And her head just spins around immediately. How do you know A.T.L.A.S?
I mean, I just told you that I know A.T.L.A.S. How do you think I know A.T.L.A.S? And to be fair, I don't know A.T.L.A.S. How do you?
And she swings her head down. And then she just bricks it. She starts running.
I'm going to cast suggestion, and I'm going to suggest that she tells me everything she knows about A.T.L.A.S and Dr. A.T.L.A.S.
Okay, what's the PC?
15. And I think it's wisdom. Let me double check. Yeah, wisdom save 15.
Okay. So as you throw it out, you can see it looks like it doesn't even penetrate the back of her head. And she reaches up, and you just see her wave her hand, and you see a bunch of the metal pieces are in the cart on the side come flying at you, Darius, and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You just see it,
Jack,
you see it
suffer!
coming towards you, and
And,
you're ducking out of the way.
Okay, so I'm going to yell that as I do that. As we go, do you want to roll initiative for this as we go into this, or do you just want to go back and forth?
Are you going to... well, what did you want to do next?
The Maximilian's grasp.
Okay, roll for that.
I don't know if I roll for it. I think it's another saving throw. 1 second.
I think you were trying
That's
to grapple them. I think it's like an
Yeah.
attack. And it's a 30 feet range?
Yep.
Oh, so you wouldn't be a range. She immediately turned and sprinted away.
Okay, then I'll tap my boots and chase after her.
Yeah.
15 for strength.
Strength.
And I'm going to cutting words at whatever she rolls.
6.
Okay, well, then I don't need to cutting words it.
All right, so yeah, this hand erupts from the ground and just grabs onto Sarah as she's trying to run away. Kind of like struggling, trying to pull away from it.
All right. Now that that's done, I'm going to cast message to Atlas. And I'm going to tell him that we found someone that knows who he is and knows who the doctor is. And that he needs to find us right now and tell him where we are.
So you are...
I don't know if he's in range.
He would be. The dragon flagon is down and to the east, so you would hear
Perfect.
this. Just as the guy's about to explain what cups is to you, you hear this message from Darius come through your head. I will end a session there.
Bruh.
King of cliffhanger.
Good session. Is he gonna stay and play some cups, or is he gonna go upstairs?
I just picture Atlas going, "Tell me all about this game." All right, I gotta go.
Great game. Goodbye.
Awesome. So you were gonna be? Is everybody in for that bonus session on Friday? Is that a thing or no?
Next Friday, right?
This Friday.
This Friday. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I thought it was
Would
next
be
Friday.
next Friday.
Yeah. Is everybody able to do that?
Yeah, I'm good.
I will have to check because normally Fridays are my D&D.
Right.
So I'll have to see if they want to move it.
Okay.
Which it probably won't be a problem. The only thing is the person that joined is out of town. My coworker. So if he is not going to be back in time, I don't know if he's going to want to try it or not.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, you guys might want to do chains or this. We'll figure that out. But so we possibly might be back on Friday then.
Chains.
If not, definitely Tuesday.
Well, if we do this, I'm available Friday.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the session. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the ATLADS march towards the line.